Well, I just used 2 weeks of PTO for the holidays. For one. Nope. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying I just took 3 days. I'm like, no, I didn't. I took 2 weeks. Test. Jigga check, motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah, because I got to drive down. I got to drive down from the Central Coast. I'll be up. I'll be up way up north for a while.
Check.
Nah, I'm going to Big Sur. Big Sur. Up by
Sir.
the Hearst Castle. Yeah. Pismo. The spider pool.
Obismo.
In California?
I don't know.
Spider pool.
Spider pool. Spider pool.
Spider pig. Spider pig.
Doing things that a spider pig does.
Maybe
Check
our
1, 2.
California friends will join us in the chat room and they
Check.
can tell us.
The bed files people.
Did I tell you what I got the ticket for?
No.
$138.
That's pretty damn
And
good.
remember,
Nam ticket?
it was
No,
the
Nam's free.
one that you sent me. It was the same. It's the same airline, I believe, but we went through Frontier,
Yeah.
which I hate flying Frontier, but if they can get for
$138
$138, dude.
Yeah.
And that's when I had when you sent me that text,
Round trip?
I was like, I got to make this happen. There's no way that 100. That's a good deal. And my Hopper app is still sending me messages saying $544 round trip. That's the best you're gonna see.
And that's in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Nam? Okay. Yeah, I can't go anyway. That's a week I'm required to be on site at my job.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Cutting some
Yep.
heads.
No.
Heads are gonna roll.
Cutting your
No.
balls off.
That's
Castration day at Southwest Airlines. Well, we can say it right now because we're not on the show.
well.
We're on
the
YouTube.
streams going.
Do you think you have listeners at Southwest?
I don't tell a single person about this, or about Skip Redstone that I work with.
Why would you not tell people about Skip motherfucking Redstone?
No, my job is the only place where they have no idea, because if Skip ever surges in popularity, especially if I get way more vulgar and shit like It's Always Sunny or worse, I don't want them to trace it back to me and say, yeah, we don't want somebody like you associated with our brand. You're gone. That's just
but
happen.
why would you at that point? Wouldn't you be
Wrongful
making enough
termination.
money, but that it wouldn't be a matter?
I don't know that, but
Wrongful
even if
termination.
I thought you were banking on TikTok on this,
Yeah, I thought you
No,
were rich.
I don't
thought
make-
you were
like Andrew.
dude, I've made like a little over $100 in gifts in the last year plus.
We made
That's
that
it.
last week on this show.
Don't tell everybody our secrets.
I know. I mean, we don't make any money on this show. Sorry.
We don't want Jerry hiring lawyers to try to look into how much we're making.
We have a lot of Jerry talk tonight.
Hello,
do have a
Grand
lot of Jerry talk.
Priestess of the Children of Dandelions.
Hello, darling.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, do you know where the spider
That's
pool is, Susie?
Susie, you know where the spider pool is?
In California somewhere?
Spider pool.
I think
Oh,
it's in
uh-oh,
California. I don't
shit.
know. I don't.
Sorry, it's a HDMI.
I'm
cable.
sorry. I don't know for sure if it's in California, but I just thought it was my whole life.
California.
There we go.
It's
Trying to angle. There we go.
You
Now I
can
see
actually change yourself to that camera if you wanted to. Go to your box down at the bottom. Oh, you know how to change the camera.
Go to your box.
Yeah. Double click on that. Or right click or whatever. Control click. No, it's not that. No. Double click. Fuck, how do I do it?
I'm gonna ask Thompson to play on that. When we're
Yeah,
out there too.
you
I'm
didn't
gonna,
miss anything, Jose, yet.
I'm gonna get him
We're still
drunk.
waiting to get started on
I'm
the
gonna
show.
get Matt drunk while we're out there.
Thomas?
No,
What, me?
no, our other Matt,
Matt Thompson.
our third
Yeah.
Matt. I'm gonna get him drunk and get him to agree to record that while we're out there.
There it is.
We'll just happen to play it for Dave, and he'll just happen to hear it after he's had like 20. Whoa! Did you see that?
There we go.
Now hit OK.
Yes. Got
can
it.
be in that one. See, it's a side shot of you. It still says, "Please don't feed the horse drugs." So I like that. I like that being seen in the background. No, you probably would never miss anything, except for when we go after judges today.
Jose Sarato, buenos noches.
All right, you want to do this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You want to do this?
All right, yeah. Just remind me that
wanna
I'll
do
try to
this?
put this on here.
I was gonna look for the spider pool in California, so we go look at it.
Well, a producer should be doing that right now.
Is it really a pool full of spiders?
You know, we're gonna have to cut your pay if you don't produce and do the
spider pool.
video.
Old Hollywood. You knew about. You're on
Is it? Was it in Hollywood?
the old Hollywood spider
If it's still
pool.
there, let's check it out.
Where's it at? I want to go out to the Salton Sea. We should go out to Luna.
How far is
Dev.
Joshua Tree from there?
It's like an hour, right?
That'd be cool too.
Godspeed style, blah 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 blah. Jack McDermott Pool. Where's it at? Despite being the golden age of Hollywood, so it's somewhere around Los Angeles. I'm excited about going to Los
Extreme
Angeles.
SSD.
I was just there 2 months ago for a day.
I think I got it on there, man.
Got
Let
it,
me get
got
the
it.
other
Where'd
one.
you go?
Dude.
I just I stayed on a at a like an old ass hotel in Hollywood Boulevard.
What'd you do?
I went down to the Jim Henson Company to see Puff It Up.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
right.
what you did?
Yeah, that show that's done by Brian Henson.
And it
yeah,
was
it's-
at the Henson Company.
Yeah,
Is that
the Charlie Chaplin
what's
studio.
that? What are you drinking on over there, Dustin? Is it one of them seltzers you got the other day?
And actually, they're going to be selling it too
Betty Booze.
to
Betty
John,
Booze.
to John Mayer and McGee.
Where'd you get the that you said you had a good THC seltzer that picture you sent? Where was that from?
The Keef root beer seltzer
Where'd you buy that at?
at Specs.
Oh, and you said it. How expensive are those?
It was a 4-pack was like $12, $13.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
How many did you have?
pretty-
How many did you drink that night? Just that one?
Two.
Was it just gave you a body high or something?
Yeah,
Or was
well-
did you feel stoned?
Divided. I guess it was one. It felt good.
Yeah.
It felt good.
I was trying to play cribbage and had to do a lot of thinking on numbers. It took had to learn-
Math.
I had to do a lot of
numbers.
math
Cribbage.
and numbers.
Numbers
That's the
and
second
math.
time you mentioned cribbage.
Numbers and math.
Numbers.
Math and numbers.
All right. Let's do this. Here we go.
I'm ready.
Which podcast are you listening to?
Shut
Yes.
the fuck up.
Oh my
great
God.
Jerry
Yes,
Jonestown Massacre.
Which accounts are you subscribing
Did you hear
to?
about the Musers?
No.
Um,
They
I'm
only do their
interested.
show from
like,
6 to 9
genuinely.
now.
Fuck you. You're a goddamn communist. I'm a fucking Reagan era fucking
Because they're
conservative
getting
pussy.
burnt out.
This episode of the
I mean, they have
brought
been
to you
doing it
by
for a while.
Guys Note,
Note.
30
And
years.
Victor Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
Fuck, 30
The
years,
Jerry
man.
Jonestown
Dude.
Massacre contains graphic
crazy.
material, including offensive language, partial nudity, and completely ridiculous thoughts and opinions that shouldn't be expressed or shared by anyone. Listener discretion is advised.
And now coming at you from the Temple of I, just on the outskirts of where the West begins.
It's the Jerry Jonestown Massacre!
Full worth in the dark on the mic we spark. Dust in the mat, yeah, we leave a mark. 817 reppin' rough real talk. Jerry Jonestown Massacre, yeah, we rock. Podcast kings in the full worth scene. Grimy vibes, dust and mat on the
Oh my
screen.
gosh, we
Loud
got
and raw,
pyro.
with a solid scream.
We burn
Hip-hop
hundreds around
beats,
here.
making dreams gleam.
Burning
Jerry
Benjamin.
Jonestown, yeah, that's the name.
Pyro
Podcast life
mode.
never be the same. Full worth city in the podcast game. Dustin and Matt bring the heat and flame. Every night we grind, tell the tales
When
we
it's the
find.
hip hop, you gotta burn those
817
Benjamins.
in our hearts and minds. Podcast legends y'all can't deny.
Benjamins?
Shadows to the top we
Or
climb.
Abrahams?
No filters, no fills, just the real
Or
deal.
was it George
Straight
Washington's?
from our heart, you can feel.
We're on
Dustin and
podcast
Matt
budget,
always
so it's
keeping it
Washington's.
trill. Podcast firestorms hitting, it's real. Jerry Jones.
Jerry
yeah,
Jones
that's
money.
the name. Podcast life
Come
never
on, baby,
be
show
the
me
same.
honey.
Full worth city in the podcast game.
Stars
Freestyle.
on Landman.
Heat and flame.
I got a hot opinion about that.
Show 609. It is Tuesday, January 7th, 2025.
This is the first Tuesday of the year, motherfuckers.
It is.
First
Isn't
Tuesday
it?
of the year. This
Yeah, I
is
think
when
so.
every year we say we're going to change the show up.
Do
And
the
we're gonna-
F1 show.
We're going to do. We're going to be a lot cleaner, a lot nicer,
We'll start
a lot
now.
better people. And yet you already dropped the MF bomb.
Yeah.
Oh,
Better
did I?
people,
I already
that's
said the
debatable.
MF.
Just
for-
right off the bat.
Sorry about that,
Just
guys.
Killed it.
Happy
Ladies and gentlemen,
Tuesday.
I'd like to apologize to all.
How are
Max
we
Stutz
going to get
fans.
those high-end guests if you're
We're
just
dropping MFs?
yeah? So the slate starts over. The abacus is released.
It's
the
like
only,
when you do.
the only bead that's been slid over now is the MF.
This is
bomb.
me shaking up the Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah,
I'm wiping
it's
it
a
clean.
new year.
Oh, I thought you were impersonating somebody that has Parkinson's disease.
Jesus, there goes
Well,
another bead.
yep.
We're just filling it up already. What's wrong with you? All right. Yep. So we're back. How'd you? You're back. You were sick. You didn't get to come to our end of year party,
Yeah, I started
you
listening
can.
to it today, though.
which means I didn't get to give you your gift, which I didn't wrap.
I have a gift for you too that I need to. Shit, I forgot about it.
Well, I'm gonna.
I brought you another gift though, so
You have a book. I got you a book.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
I'm
let
gonna
me
just
see
slide
this.
this over. There you go.
the all right
Show the camera.
Show the camera. It's the Great
Great
Reset.
Reset.
by Alex
Alex
Jones.
Jones.
By
When
Alex
did he put
Jones.
this out?
In 2022, so it's fairly fresh. I'm sure the data is right.
Yeah,
Read the top quote at the back.
Does it say I will eat your ass?
Alex is right about far more than he is wrong about. He's the most misunderstood guy on the planet, Joe Rogan. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Happy Tuesday, Dustin.
Happy Tuesday.
Thomas, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Stubbs. Happy Tuesday.
So whenever
Dustin.
you're done reading about the Great Reset, I want to read it. You're gonna have to fill us in on what the
All
Great
right.
Reset is.
Yeah,
and-
how many? This
Honestly-
looks. Is there other pictures in it?
I mean, it's Alex Jones. It's not like there's a lot of huge. It's huge text on very little. Look how thin that book is.
Yeah, I'll have that knocked out in 2027.
I bet it's
By
10
2027.
pages.
All right, we expect a full book report.
All right, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm feeling great now, guys. Thanks
You are?
for carrying on the show without me.
Yeah.
Did you have?
I've
the,
started listening to it on the way over.
We had no trouble.
I
carrying
think
it on.
last week Susie said we thought you had the norovirus because a bird took a shit
Yeah.
on your steak.
Yeah, and that was awesome. And also, what was the you called the Sasha? You were talking about the basses, and you said what was it? Spit cattle or something? You were trying to come up with a nickname, I think, or something for
That
her
was
or
that
a
one of them?
restaurant.
It was a cocktail or a coffee drink they made, or
Yeah.
a cocktail they made, and it was the
Spit-
spit heifer
Yeah.
or something like that.
So that's not her nickname.
No, that's not
Oops.
her nickname. I was looking for the script.
You know, I have not met her or seen her. I would not know if Sasha Bass came up and kicked me square in the nuts, which I'm sure is going to happen at some point because she's going to confuse me for you.
Yes,
and just
it always happens. Yes,
That does
And I
always
come out on
happen.
top. Yes,
But it's happened to you too.
yeah, it has. It has. It has.
Not me. 'cause
This is
I'm
your
innocent.
baby.
We were talking before the show about some crazy things, and this week a guy comes up and I see him walk by me, like to the side, and he goes, he passes me, and then he yells, "Hey, motherfucker!" And I turn
That's
around.
what I did to Gary.
I turn around, and he looks at me. He goes, "Oh shit! I thought you were someone else. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Yeah,
I
I've
thought
had
you
that
were a
happen.
buddy of mine." And I just started laughing. I was like,
I've had that happen
I thought I was about to get in a
a
fight.
few times at concerts, big concerts. It seems like, hey man, what's up? And you're like, hey,
Hey, what's going
and then
on?
oh man, I thought you were somebody else.
Yeah, I thought you were my buddy. Man, it was crazy. It made me laugh because it was somewhere stupid, like Target or something like that. It was somewhere weird.
Was it really?
Home Depot.
Yeah.
like
Oh,
I
shit.
did it.
Yeah.
Like, shit, we're about to throw down in the middle of a store.
Yeah, there was a time when I was a little chubbier and I was doing beer sales, and one of my accounts was Twin Peaks, and there was a guy there that looked just like Richard Branson, and one of his buddies that hung out with him, every time I went in there to take their order, he would think that I was Tom Segura. And I was like, you motherfucker, that's
Segura?
that's not nice. Like, eventually I called him out. I was like, dude, that's not a nice compliment. Like, I like Tom Segura.
Yeah.
But he's not. I mean, is he attractive? I guess he is an attractive man. But still, I think I'm on another level than Segura. I'm more of a Jason Statham type, I think.
Okay. All right.
Can you kick ass as
I'll
boldly
kick
as
your
he
ass
can,
right
though?
now, man.
I didn't say me. I said, can you?
I'll open up a 50-gallon drum right now, man. My we're gonna have to do something
packed
about
two.
the
You forget it,
the
man.
arm. This because I can't see you when I'm talking to you.
Yeah, pull that down just a hair. And then
I need to
pull
go
it up.
buy us
All right, I can do
Will it
that.
work?
new
Okay.
gear.
Well, we need to get rid.
How
think
long have
this
I been
arm's fine.
promising? When I get my first
When you
check,
get the
man,
new
I'm gonna
arms.
buy some new
Oh,
gear.
it's 2025. We'll get some new arms.
2028.
We'll get it's all a new year. New year, new studio, new stuff, new things, a whole new outlook. It's all coming. Trust us.
A new
It's
level.
coming. I wanted to say
Confidence.
happy birthday to Sir Lewis Hamilton.
Happy birthday, Lewis.
Turned 40 today. 40.
So sickening.
Did you know he used to date Rihanna?
Oh,
My
really?
girl.
Oh shit.
Man.
We could have been Eskimo brothers.
That's you might be.
Could have been.
You just gotta hold up your part, but that's gonna happen.
That night in LA.
We'll probably run into her in a couple of weeks,
We probably will. We may be.
and you can
I don't
seal
know.
the deal.
And then I'll be like, then I'll see Lewis at a race and be like, we're Eskimo brothers. And he'll be like, come on, I'll take you for a hot lap.
There's got to be some celebrities that do that are like, dude, you fuck J-Lo too. What's up? You know,
There's got to be, right?
I would think so.
Oh.
I mean, Hollywood's full of Eskimo brothers.
It's like Pam
Yeah, I don't
Anderson.
doubt it.
So's the Fort Worth music scene. There we
Ooh.
go.
Yeah, let's not call anybody out.
There's some Dallas
that
people in
area.
that too.
All the people Thomas is knocked
There-
out.
Did you say knocked out or knocked
What's your body,
up?
Both.
Thomas? What is your body count? If
'Cause
you
I
don't
can't-
mind me asking.
I can't knock anybody up. You guys know
Thomas.
I'm fixed. What?
What's the body count?
79, 80,
Have you broke 10?
81.
We're talking about Call of Duty, right? Like kill streak?
Next subject.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Because I haven't played that in a while.
Your body count is how many people you've banged in your life. You've had
3.
sex with. Oh, okay.
3?
Yeah, 3.
You're still a rookie.
Guys, it's 30. You had a 0 at
with
the
the
end
zero.
of it.
At the,
You always add a 0.
You always at a 0. Anyway, yeah.
That's sweet. Is it really 3?
Yes.
You slept with 3 women.
Yeah. Well,
You've never paid for a 4th, like
no.
because I don't count those, right?
what
we
about
don't count. We don't. You don't count. Hookers.
What about the hooker you made us bury in Vegas?
We're not supposed to talk about that.
That's what I'm saying. That's it. You've had 3 partners,
Yeah.
and were all 3 long term?
2
They
of them
were
were.
human.
One wasn't.
Who's the one that wasn't?
Who was
I know
alive?
the 2 that
You
are.
you met her once at a Whiskey Dick show.
Oh,
I only dated her
no,
for
that
like 3
can't be
months.
Good.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
not
that
where I
reminds me,
met
I need
her.
to
I
text
brought her to a Whiskey Dick show.
If I was at a whiskey dick show, I was probably drunk.
You may not. I
Blacked out.
Or coked up.
yeah. I don't know. It was at Broncos.
May have been doing poppers out of condoms.
Lose.
Shit.
No,
That's sweet though,
Huh.
man.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty cool.
you've had one night stand.
No, she wasn't a one night stand. The other one I was just talking
Short-term.
about.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was just a short term
Yeah,
relationship.
like she and I were together for like 4 months.
well, guys, I'm still a virgin.
Born again.
No,
That's really good, man. Like a lot of women would like that. They don't want to roll the dice with someone that's fucking
got barnacles on their
Yeah,
hog.
barnacle dong.
Barnacles.
And abacus
Yeah.
is just.
Well, that's good, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, and like I
I'm
said,
really proud of you.
Shelly and I
How many
just celebrated 13 years.
how many homosexual bodies do you have?
0
What? Not even in college.
How many dead bodies?
dead bodies. I'm not that desperate, man.
That feel?
How much felt have you fucked?
0.
How many mattresses?
I mean, unless you're talking about Skip, but I don't even want to get into his stats.
So you are having relations with the puppets now, huh?
No, I didn't say that.
I like Jose.
Jose.
Thought he said body,
Body
count
count
resets at New Year's.
That's right.
So,
Okay.
Jose.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, how was y'all's New Year, by the way? Did y'all
Chilled as
did
fuck.
you
Just
fuck?
what I wanted.
Yeah. Did you stay at the house?
Yeah.
That's what I did too.
I did too.
I was really beat down this whole holidays, and then the sickness and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
And I've been worried about getting sick before going to California, so I've been trying to keep it easy.
You taking your vitamin D?
I haven't taken any vitamins because I've been licking a lot of doorknobs because I feel like my immunity is a lot stronger when I do
You're
that.
building it up through trial.
Me and my sister were talking about that the other day. She feels like her immunity has died down since moving from New York because she lived in New York and was touching so many surfaces every day. And
Yeah, plus a lot more densely populated too.
yeah, so she felt
There's that.
her immunity was way higher than she moves back here. So
What the scene on Elf when he's picking up the gum off the handrail going down to the subway?
yeah,
That's so gross, man. Is that what she was doing when she was up there?
yeah,
Just picking up gum.
God.
No, but I did see in Seattle the gum wall that's in the Fisherman's Wharf or whatever.
Did you pick some gum off that?
No, I saw someone down there taking pictures. Like the girl had her tongue out and was like touching the
That's too-
massive gum wall because
Gross,
it's an
man.
entire like almost a block
Yeah.
of just an entire wall of gum. It's been there in Seattle forever.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry,
And
did you say
there's so
gum?
much gum. Gum.
Oh.
Yeah, not cum. Gum. That abacus.
Well, mine was chill. This was a tough holidays for me, man. My family had a lot of baggage this year, and I think my whole family was just like,
Would you like
know
to lay
what?
down on the table and we'll get into it?
you know, when I put my Christmas tree up 4 days before Christmas,
Why'd you even
Really?
put
all
it
our
up then?
decorations and stuff. I asked the same question. I was like, "Why are we doing this?" But my girls wanted to, and Mandy wanted to, so we had to do it. But then, even like when we got together with our family, it was like more of just a sigh of relief because of the year we've had.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that it continued into New Year's, and I did the same thing. We just stayed at my house. We did a fake countdown, which I've never done because our guest wanted to leave. Well, they needed to leave because they were tired. And
You didn't hold them hostage.
No. I thought about. I almost came over actually
You
because they
should've-
let. That's how
should've
quick they left. But then my girls wanted to
Wait,
play some games.
so
and
when
stuff,
did y'all
so
do this countdown? What time?
It was like barely over 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I've
And
never
as soon
heard of
and as
this.
soon as it happened, they packed up and left. That's how it
Really?
went down. So that's when that happened. I was like, well, I guess I'm free to leave. I don't know where
Yeah,
I'd go. I was like, I guess I could text Dustin, see what's going on over there.
You
if they're-
could have.
if they're going out.
Been like,
I didn't know
"Hey,
you all were just gonna. I didn't know that was the official plan, was just to stay. You had mentioned it, but I didn't know if that's what you decided or not.
bought the Kill Tony
How was it?
special. It was all right. It wasn't great.
It sounded
But
like
it's
some
all right.
chaos, like nothing that you would want to pay for.
It was
Was it a
it was
paywall?
good. It was good. I mean, $15, whatever, to watch
was
the
it
whole thing. It's like
On their
4 hours.
website,
But it ended early. It ended like at
so they were tired. too.
10:30.
Oh shit.
I guess they were getting people out of there or whatever. But Andrew Dice Clay showed up and
Yeah.
a few others.
Oh, did he play any
Big One
drums?
and stuff?
Were you up
Huh?
when the?
Yeah, he's a badass drummer.
No,
Who?
He's a
Andrew Dice
comedian.
Clay. Yeah, I know he
He
is, but he
does
also plays
comedy
drums.
stuff.
Hey, he's the one
He
that
didn't
does
play
the.
drums.
Hey, so were you awake when the news came down?
What news?
The terrorist attack.
No.
Mm.
Okay, so no, I was.
Oh, in Louisiana.
You're already out.
It was like 12:30.
Okay.
Started. It was like first off, it sounds like Vietnam over there or something. Or
Oh, I got a recording of it. I took it on my
it's
porch.
pretty crazy. Like the whole neighborhood's exploding. So it's like,
No fireworks. Okay.
I might as well go to bed. And they kept going till like 4 a.m. They just like poppers going off here and there and little mortars here and there and stuff, which was cool. I like going to sleep to explosions. I think
Right.
it's neat.
All right, I want y'all
It
to hear
reminds me
this.
of home.
I'm gonna play this for y'all. This
Where
was
I
my
grew up.
porch. What do you?
In Bolivia
Oh,
during the Cold War.
Let
I
me
was gonna say
find
what? Down
my-
the street from me? I don't remember that shit.
Continue while I find this.
But yeah, it was went to bed, and then when I got up in the morning, the Rose Bowl parade was on, and they started like at the very beginning of the Rose Bowl parade. They said something, our thoughts and prayers go out to those whose lives were affected in the attack in New Orleans on Bourbon Street. And I was like, whoa, what the hell happened on
Yeah.
Bourbon Street?
That sucked. That sucked bad.
That's a
waking up
whole,
to
Yeah,
that.
it did.
Waking up to that fucking really sucked.
especially when
Yeah.
thoughts in my mind. I've
About
been wanting to go
us.
down there.
I
I've
know,
been
me
wanting to go down
too.
there a lot, and I had the thought of, man, it'd be cool to just drive down to New Orleans for New Year's or something.
How many times we've been
Go
down there
somewhere cool
together
for
more
New
than
Year's.
NAM? Haven't we? We
Together?
Yeah, I think so. Like at least 3, right?
Yeah, I think so. And then Nam only once.
No, we.
Or
This
what?
this
You
will be
went-
my
this-
third.
Yeah, but
and
I
you've-
didn't go last year
Oh, that's right.
because I had to go to
Forgot about that.
Disney World.
Disney.
But
So
this
Didn't
year
it?
I'm on.
that was a kick to the nuts, man. I love New Orleans just like you do. It's I think if you're a Texan, you have to love New Orleans and you have to love Louisiana, and that was a bummer. That was a fucking, especially when you're seeing places that you've hung out, you
Yeah.
know, 20 times,
Yeah.
and seeing the videos that were coming out. Especially, did you see that one redheaded girl that almost got plowed? Like that reminded
No.
me. That reminded me of my ex. I was like, well, that could have been Brittany. Like when we were hanging out down
No.
there.
So there's a lot of weird stuff about this whole thing.
We'll do
The
it
suspect,
soon.
yeah, but man,
We'll do
that's
it
a
soon.
fucking rabbit
Not tonight, but we'll do it
No,
soon.
not tonight. There's about the Trump Tower in Vegas, the Tesla
The Tesla-
explosion.
truck exploding. Yeah,
My front porch.
Yeah. That reminds me of when I grew up in Bosnia before I escaped.
This was 10 minutes after too, by the way.
Did you pop off any rounds?
I don't think that's safe. I don't go out in the backyard and shoot my gun.
Don't shoot
That's
in
not-
the air, just shoot in the ground.
Well, I don't want to kill Earth.
I mean,
what
I
if the bullet ricochets and hits you?
I would do it, but now my guns are suppressed. No one would hear it, so what's the point?
Sure. Just be like a Tyler Sheridan or Taylor Sheridan.
All right,
Then
that
ATF comes
satisfied
knocking
me.
on the
Yeah.
temple door.
But yeah, New Year's was just very chill, and that's
Was.
the way I liked it.
Yeah, mine was too. Shelly's brother and his family came over, and we spent the evening playing. You guys ever play those Jackbox party packs?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, those are fun
Yeah.
as hell, dude.
I have
They used
no
to-
idea what you're talking about.
They used to do it for X. You could do it on an Xbox. You could do.
Yeah, they have them for PC too, and basically any
It's pretty cool.
platform. Yeah.
You have to play it on
Like
a
a-
computer, or is it
No,
an
no, you
actual-
actually,
Disarm a
it's
bar,
based
bomb
on.
and stuff.
No, I've never done any. Like which game is that?
No, the Jack is the one you're talking about is like trivia and stuff.
Oh yeah. They're
the one-
like
there's also
five
some
different games in every single pack.
Yeah, one of them back in the day, there was one where you had to your group had to disarm a bomb.
Oh yeah,
before
wait,
the
I
timer
remember
went
that
off.
one. Yeah, yeah. Some of the and basically you play the games on your phone. It's based on a console or laptop or whatever. We just hook it up to our TV in our living room, and then you actually put in your choices on your phone. That's how you play. So it's pretty cool. My favorite one is one where you get to choose a robot avatar and you do rap battles against each other. I can't remember what it was called, but that one's my favorite.
Rap battles.
Yeah.
You know, I heard Eminem today at a funeral.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
This is the biggest beating.
Do you
want
wanna
to
get into that?
Sure, if you want to.
And then we're
I'll
going
tell
to
you.
discuss weather. But you went
You
to
got
a
a
funeral
text.
today.
You got a
I got a
random
text
text today.
and you said, "I'm listening to Pitbull at a funeral."
Not in this sanctuary.
Yeah.
See, this was a Catholic funeral. I did it as a favor to my parents. I didn't know this person, and
So was there a mass and a funeral? Is that I've heard
And
Catholic.
what was the name of the song?
they did a
Tonight.
rosemary. They did do a rosemary. That was one of the songs they
Alright.
played. And Eminem.
What's the name of that song? Do you know it?
Say it again.
Does anybody in the chat room know it? 'Cause tonight.
I feel like it's been done at the Super Bowl at some point. And we think Pitbull's in it. Going, hey,
Yeah, at some
number
point
one,
Pitbull comes in, but
Miami."
Pitbull at one point
Pitbull.
was in every other song,
Yeah.
so
I'm
it's
gonna
kind of
Un, dos, tres,
'cause
cuatro.
tonight. Let's see what comes up if I just like do this, put in there. And,
Man, you're going to get us cut off. We're not going to get our paycheck.
well, we don't need hundreds every week.
It
Is
was-
it John Legend? Was it that?
It
song?
might be.
Dun 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 dun
Dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun. Yeah,
dun dun.
That's
dun.
it. That was played.
Wasn't it in
And then Mom Spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
the
Mom
8 Mile
spaghetti.
song?
Actually, when we walked in to the sanctuary, Mom Spaghetti was playing.
The club in Arlington.
Wasn't that song in Pitch Perfect?
That used to be Duddy Rocks.
Might have been.
Because tonight,
I haven't
no one in the
kept up
chat
with
room's
Pitch
with us.
Perfect.
No.
I haven't seen any of those. The Pitch
Rosary
Perfect movies.
stubs. Rosary.
Rosary.
Yeah, the rosary.
Okay.
They did the rosary. That, dude, that takes forever. And then the guy.
I don't think
and
I've
then
ever
the
been to a
priest-
funeral with one.
And then the priest got up and did like a 45-minute spiel. I was, dude, after I text you, I was in there for another 45 minutes.
And you said you had to take a shit
Took care of that.
in the 45-minute time frame?
Yes, we're
Thanks
aware
for
of this,
telling the
Susie.
listeners of that.
And happy birthday, Noodle.
Well, I mean, Rosemary. Oh, Rosary. Rosemary is my granddaughter who turned.
It was
30
the
this year.
odd. It was an odd
She
rosary.
definitely did.
Rosary.
Rosary.
The rosary, right?
The
The rosary.
Anyway, it was odd. It was very. It was. I mean, funerals aren't fun,
Joe's birthday with Lewis.
but I don't. Yeah, it was. Oh, and then someone's car alarm went off because someone sat on their fob or something, and it was right during the priest service.
Oh,
And so
man.
everybody starts looking like it had gone on for like 20 seconds, and finally everybody's starting to, go through their pockets to see. It was very Curb Your Enthusiasm, like and I was sitting in the back, so I started to see all these people like looking around and then and checking all their pockets and stuff.
I think I found it. I think I know what it is.
Dun,
Okay.
dun, 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 dun,
I
dun.
had to go look at the Pitch Perfect soundtrack.
Here's the other weird thing.
It
was-
is Pitbull. You are right. It is just straight up Pitbull. And
Oh, really?
I'm going to turn it way down, so hopefully we don't
Dude,
get it.
well,
We
there
don't
goes
get
my
our
money.
money.
Yeah, maybe you won't get flagged. Yeah.
Bitch better have my money.
That's it.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then it kicks in
Okay.
when you.
Yeah, yeah. You know what was really weird too? This was in my sales territory, so it was weird. I was
Were you afraid you're going to run into some of your old people?
sure
Some of
was
your old peeps?
sure was. Yeah, it was cool, but I feel good. My mom felt good that I got to drive her out there, and she didn't have to worry about my father and stuff. So,
Yeah, that's
know.
good. That's a good deal.
but man, it was just like I said, funerals aren't fun.
Have you thought about your funeral soundtrack?
I have several times.
Mine changes all the time because I don't know if I want to make it happy
You
and
gonna have
people to
free
enjoy
bird
it,
played at yours?
or do I want? I've been to.
No,
Yes.
no.
What?
Oh my gosh!
My
How much Bud Light?
uncle on my stepdad's side.
How
when
much
he
Bud Light
died,
was in that parking lot, church parking lot?
It's a very weird setup because I've never seen anybody decorate the entire inside of a coffin with like stuff. Here's a hat.
Yeah.
Here's a shotgun. Here's a bunch of pictures.
A
Here's
shotgun?
a bottle. Here's
Someone-
this and that.
And a real
Here's-
shotgun?
Yeah. Here's
Shit.
all this stuff. Like it
Remember
was
what
just
Eddie-
stuff and
Remember what Eddie put in dimes?
his guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of his guitars. But
Greatest
yeah,
coffin ever, too. By the way.
Well,
the Kiss coffin.
It was donated by Gene Simmons. Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're all sitting there, and there's some crazy songs, but he was a huge classic rock head, and all of a sudden,
Did they have the eagle? Did someone put the eagle on the coffin?
And
And
I
it's
was like, there's no way we're
Spotlight.
sitting through all of this,
Was
the
it Freebird?
solo.
and we sat through all of it.
Are you serious? They played the whole thing. I know it wasn't the live version when they go another 17 minutes or something.
No.
Was it?
No, it
God.
wasn't.
You know what? I
That song
I
is
don't-
great though.
yeah, it is. But still, talk about cliche. You know who? Do you remember Apache's mother's funeral? Matt, did you go to that with
No,
us? It was out in the country.
No, I wasn't invited.
What? You don't get invited? Oh, my.
I remember whenever she
Dustin,
died.
when you explain to Thomas that you don't have to be invited to funerals,
Yeah.
that's not how it works.
Hey, fix
man.
your camera, Thomas.
Oh,
Why's it
yeah.
pointing in the space?
That's funny. I've never been to a funeral because I've never invited.
No, I've been to. I never said I'd never been to a funeral. I just said I didn't go to his mother's funeral.
To
I remember
my
when that
mother.
happened because we almost canceled the Steadfast gig
Yeah.
because
Oh,
his
did
band.
we play that night?
Yes, we did, and we thought that his band Speakeasy was going to cancel because of that, but they ended up still playing or something.
I know Patchy was chain smoking weed at the time.
Probably
like,
still does.
during-
Whose mom was it?
It was
His,
Apache's.
Oh, okay.
yeah, James's.
And then,
Well, why wouldn't y'all cancel the Steadfast show? He's not in the band.
well, he was living with us for a while.
Yeah, but that's
So-
understandable. He's a buddy, and
Yeah.
he was super fan and everything. But Y'all should still have your
I
life.
don't remember us canceling anything.
Yeah,
but-
we didn't.
Yeah.
It just came up as a subject, but no, we still played.
Do you remember when I interrupted your wedding? Me and Johnson did late.
Well, you guys came after. You guys came right as the reception was starting, and yeah, because
Oh,
it was
we'll
your
talk about
birthday
that.
weekend, like right before,
It
and you
was.
guys came
We knew it was going to
so
be a problem.
fucking hungover.
My wife at the time
I still have pictures too.
left us. Or no, it was.
No, I've heard that.
did she
yeah.
leave us, or was it
No, she
Jesse
came by
that left
herself.
us?
You're like, you motherfuckers are on your own, and you guys.
And this
came
was
in.
at a
Johnson had a full
at a wedding.
Panama Jack hat on with a suit.
Yep. My mom called him a
baggy
leprechaun.
suit.
that was your wedding?
Yeah.
Well, at least no dicks were Bluetooth to everybody.
Oh.
This was before airdrop. This was 2002.
I know.
Yeah.
This was Was it airdrop? Did you airdrop it to everybody at the wedding, or?
Yeah, we don't need to talk
All right.
about that. That's not my greatest night.
Anyway,
remember the menu we came up with on the way home from that wedding?
That wasn't that wedding, was it?
I'm pretty sure because didn't we take Marlon with us, or someone went back with us?
No,
we
the
went to
Me
go
Things
see
played
Marlon.
that night. Yeah.
Yeah, they left early, and we still hung out and got drunk with Rebecca.
And then we went to the Me
Not a
Things
little
show.
drunk
and-
either.
oh,
No,
that
no.
wedding.
You go back and you look at some of those pictures.
Oh my
Everybody
gosh.
is toast.
Yeah, I remember that's the drunkest I'd ever seen Sammy that night.
Yeah.
Ever. I'd never seen him that drunk.
That was crazy.
And she was right in the middle of all of it. We're all just like, shots. She's like with the bride. The bride.
Yeah.
Sleepwalker played in everyone's car on the drive to the burial. Whose wedding or whose funeral was that, Jose? My grandpa had his ashes spread in the Pacific while Janis Joplin played.
That's cool. That's a cool one.
Yeah, that's
Like,
cool.
yeah, that's cool.
I
Lord,
like
won't
that.
you buy me a Mercedes
got the-
Benz?
Yeah, I've thought about my soundtrack, and it,
Oh, you're doing a whole
gotta
soundtrack
leave.
now.
well, it's like 3 or 4 songs,
Oh,
right?
Jose said that it was his.
I guess this
mine.
dude
Oh.
played like 9 for
Okay, I
this
got it.
guy.
Yeah,
Like I didn't
there
know
were 9 songs.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Well, like how many people are going to speak at the wedding or at the funeral?
Well, no one's. The only person that spoke was a nun and a priest.
no. Mine's all set up. It's a deal.
You know what?
Like y'all guys got to get up there and talk and make it fun.
Okay,
It's got to
Are
turn
you
into
gonna
a
do,
roast.
if you do it at a Catholic church, I say we play "Burn the Priest" just to make everybody awkward.
At a Catholic church specifically. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would happen.
I'm
Is
going to
this-
play
is this a
the
thing, though?
backwards piano from Eyes Wide Shut.
The Drag the Ocean intro.
Oh, the
The
All for
little-
Jesus.
No, remember
no,
that,
that was
creepy
I Was
thing
Once
you did
Eaten.
at the
Oh, yeah.
studio? You did on the piano, the detuned piano. That was cool too, though. The All for Jesus.
The All for Jesus, I Was Once Eaten mix of what song was that?
Dun 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 dun. Moonfire.
Moonfire, the All for Jesus Moonfire, or
Yeah.
it was Moonfire by I Was Once Eaten, but it was the All for Jesus mix.
Yeah, but it was
It
creepy.
was so awesome.
Yeah. Still haven't finished the album.
Let's work on that.
Someday.
Someday.
At least release one song of that and be like, see, it really existed.
That's what you do, man, at your funeral. You just play all the bands you've been in.
There you go. There you go.
Everybody
Speaking of
just
new bands
walk
I've been
out.
in,
God,
there's a
they-
new Spectacle record out that came out
That's
January
true, yeah.
1st. Go pick it
But
up.
there's
Go
a-
listen to it.
If I do that, my
That's a
funeral, God,
segue.
that would take hours.
That's professional podcasting.
That is a
right there.
professional segue. There's a Spectacle record up on
Apple Music.
Apple Music. It's called Bait and Switch, and it's on
It's probably on all the other
Spotify.
platforms, like
It's on all the platforms.
Google Play. Yeah.
But you can go
Spotify.
grab it, listen to it, and have some fun. Reviews have been good. People I didn't think would like it were like, "Holy shit, this thing's fun."
Everything
Yeah,
that
I thought it was
heard
cool.
I like it.
amazing.
It's great.
Then the spectacle.
Yeah. So
From someone we know.
I like the reviews so far.
The
Thank
devil
you to
you
everybody
know.
for the kind words. It's freaking awesome,
Yeah.
especially after the journey it took to make this fucking record.
You did a.
We'll get into that later.
Who did the photography for the cover? The idea.
I did. It's
A lot like an "I Was Once Eaten" concept.
all the photos are
Did you
mine.
know that?
Yeah, but then I gave them to James,
And let him
and
edit.
James built it, and he was working on something that was crazy. Like it was almost like all of us were gonna have like the cover of Miss Machine, where there's pieces of our
Yeah.
bodies in different areas and stuff.
Yes, Susie.
And then he came up with this concept and was like, "Do you have a bunch of landscape photos I can use?" Like, yeah, here you go. And so he layered all the landscape photos, and it's like Big Bend and stars and I don't know, not Paladura Canyon, Caprock Canyon, and all sorts of stuff that he layered in there over us and with us stuff. But yeah, I was like, okay, cool, whatever.
We
The
should
original
do
title
album
was going to
cover
be
talk someday. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever done that, have we? Done a show segment on album cover, like our favorites and stuff.
What was the original title going to be?
The album was going to be called. God dang it! I totally forgot what it was going to be called. But then James was like, "Let's use Bait and Switch."
Yeah,
I was like, "Okay, that's cool." But it was going to be called a lyric off the last record, and that was going to be the trend, was to keep using a lyric from the last record.
Had they done
to
that
name
on
the
the
next
previous
record.
records?
That's cool.
No, I don't think. But
I
it
need
was
to
something we're
read.
gonna
Since
do
you're
there.
playing with them now, you need to redo copy and paste. That needs to be re-recorded.
There's talk about re-recording all
Was
that.
that with their original bassist or with Mike D?
That was their original, I think.
original.
Or was it
Maybe
that dude
Andrew.
from Denton, that
I don't think Andy
soccer
was on
player or that football player, wasn't he?
It.
Wonder what happened to that dude.
Shit, I don't know who recorded on that one actually. Oh,
I think it was
the
the
original
dude- I thi-
title of this record was going to be called "Selling the Dream."
That's a good
That's a good one too.
Yeah,
name as well.
because that's the a lyric inside of the song "Seal the Deal."
Yeah.
Sell them the dream. So we're going to call it "Selling the Dream."
Yeah.
A little off of it, and then
He needs to send
went to
me
Bait and Switch.
the words so I can start learning them. So when he calls in sick, I can just, like that one show y'all did that you canceled.
yeah,
What was that?
'Cause he
That was supposed to be a pretty big gig too, wasn't
it
it?
was
At,
at the Haltom City Festival show.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I went. To,
at
yeah,
the theater.
yeah, I went to that and saw Temporal Distortions play.
Yeah,
yeah, there was
it
talk
was sick.
between
I
Dustin
was
and
gonna
I
come up there,
about me filling in, but
and the rest of them were like, "Yeah,
I don't
That'd be cool.
understand. I don't understand what James is saying half the time, and that would have been like 4 hours to memorize. And from jamming with me,
you could have."
I don't remember my own words.
and we
lot
probably
of
could have
times.
filled you in too.
Yeah, did some
If all of us
tricks.
had some mics and been like,
Still my
Yeah.
prey.
yeah, that'd have been fun. But yeah, the record's up. Go grab it. Go listen to it.
It's
maybe
fucking awesome, dude. I love it.
Maybe we can get the guys in here soon.
Yeah, we
and
were.
do a real interview.
Wasn't that the plan for a while?
That is the plan. I think maybe we'll do it next week before we all leave for Nam.
Or we could do it out at Nam. Oh, but James wouldn't be. James isn't going, is he?
No, there's only 2 of us that are going, right?
I mean, I could interview y'all.
Yeah. You can interview me and Dave,
Yeah.
the entertaining ones.
The crust.
So yeah, Jose said he's gonna send his review.
Are we podding out there,
Is he
man?
gonna do it on Audiohead? Yeah, we're gonna take. I'm gonna take the pod gear out there, because one of the Tuesdays I'll be out there.
Are we meeting our girlfriend and her husband?
That we need to talk about. I was hoping she'd be in the chat room tonight. Are you in there, Becky?
And
If
will
I
there be
just
an enchilada
whisper,
casserole
Hadouken.
made?
Becky, come in there.
Will there be an enchilada casserole made as
Yeah.
well?
I got a story to tell you about.
All 3 of us have
Something
hung
off
out with
mic.
them. And
Is it like
Later.
my story on your couch one night?
What?
what? I'm confused too by this.
I think
I'm
I
starting
have
to
I
find
think I have
out
a similar.
that a lot of
I think
people
I have
had
a similar.
sex on my couch.
No.
Oh.
But I think it's similar to the story that you're going to tell me
Oh, okay.
about, because if it's about who we're talking about,
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
we're speaking in code right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dustin doesn't
We're,
get.
we're talking
killed.
about Angela.
No, you're not.
Hey, I do want to bring up this
I'm
text
watching
you
a-
sent.
I'm surprised you said it in my fake voice.
I want to talk about this text you sent us this morning. By the way,
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, what you... Okay, so yeah, here's a transition to something else we wanted to talk about.
That
but
I
yeah,
sent you guys?
you sent us
yeah.
a
What was
text.
that about, dude?
Wait.
Are you having feelings?
Are you watching Landman?
What is happening?
Oh, that's what you're talking. No, I just thought that was a weird coincidence, really.
That you're Billy Bob Thornton?
Well, that Billy Bob Thornton's character has an ex-wife and a daughter on the show who happen to have the same names as my ex-wife and my own daughter.
It is pretty weird.
Yeah, it is.
That did come across like one of the first episodes when it all played out. I was like, huh, and Angela.
Of course, I've never lived in
That is, like,
Odessa either.
weird.
You want to know something funny? This last episode that I watched of Landman.
The one that everybody's talking about right now because of the special guest that shows up.
Yes. I guess we can go ahead and do this because we have it in our show notes.
It
but
is in our show notes, but
there's some things I can't remember what it was because I was pretty tired and I was working while I was watching the because I got caught up. I watched like 3 episodes and because the finale's this week or next week, right? On Sunday.
I think so. This week, yeah. This
So-
is episode 10.
So, but there was a couple things I'll remember at some point that I'm like, I'm dead serious too. I just got to remember what it was. I was like, is he listening? Is there a chance that he's listening or somebody on that set, someone writing? Because there's some things, I can't remember what it was. It was very Fort Worth, and it was stuff that has been said on this show or talked about or a phrase or something that's not very used as far as podcast and radio. It's something that originated in this room, kind of, I think. If that was what it was. Because I looked at Mandy and I was like, did they, what was, but I can't remember what it was.
Well,
and
figure out what
you
it is.
hung
Find
out
out what it
with,
was.
You hung out with Big Dong.
Yeah, me and
Big dong.
me and homeboy John Hamm are buddies. We're supposed to go to a Formula One race together this year, and we're gonna do some hot laps
He's
with
doing
Lewis Hamilton.
You know what? Here's my thing. The guys that Taylor Sheridan cast are really, really talented. And they're really good actors. And they pull it off. Which is going to lead me to the Jerry Jones part. Ham, he really, he is playing the role perfect.
Everybody
Billy
on this
Bob-
show plays
I've-
everything.
Billy
That's
Bob
Texas perfect.
might
Yeah,
be
he
the
does.
this might be his best role he's ever done. Like natural feeling. Like I know he's from Texas, right?
I mean,
Isn't he
Sling
from
Blade was
Texas?
pretty good.
I'll
but
check.
No, this is this is
That
better
felt
than
pretty
Slim Blade.
natural.
It's just because I have
I'm just
talked
being
to
a
guys
smartass.
like that, and they in the way they act, the way he dresses, everything about he reminds me of like a few of my uncles.
No, all oil people
They're just
that are
like
old school,
just like that.
He's from Arkansas originally.
Yeah.
Yes.
they all act like that. Like my grandfather acts like that.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's just the way.
Yeah, it's the way it's real Texas. Like
yeah.
remember how I was bitching a few shows ago, or it wasn't during Landman, it was something else. I was like, man, I don't think Taylor's ever even lived in Texas the way some of the stuff he does.
Yeah.
And that had to come. That was on Yellowstone, I think. But
Which is Montana.
I tell you what, here's the deal. If you go back and watch Landman, it's, man, the women, I don't think he understands women because some of the conversations and the things that come out of the ladies that he cast mouth, I've never heard women talk like that. It's like, women don't think this way. The way his ex-wife, I have never been around an ex-wife or a daughter and a mother that are completely absurd like that. And same with the lawyer, the attorney. There is no attorney in the world that says some of the things that lady said.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I need to break in here. Breaking news.
Oh
Okay.
shit!
On my watch right now from the Fort Worth Weather Center. Snow alert. Snow will begin around Tuesday at 8:53 p.m. continuing over the next few hours.
That's 4 minutes from now. What
The
hell?
snow is starting tonight?
No, someone's drunk.
Dude, I don't. What the fuck?
Did someone study it up and let us
That's
know?
weird. Did you guys
So-
get encore notifications too?
I'm in the middle of a point here.
All right, back to your point.
I don't
I'm
like
sorry.
yelling at the beginning of the year, but I will. I'll pull this thing over right now.
That abacus.
All right, Jerry
but
Jones.
Yeah, do you think, like, so as far as the females go, like, as Allie Larder kind of acts like,
It's out of control. No one acts like that.
I don't know. There's a lot of Texas women that act like that
When they're drunk, maybe.
or when money's not an option and they think
But
they
even-
can just get away with
even the
anything and
Mexican
all
girl-
they do is work out.
Even the Mexican girl, you're like, no, there's no,
Kind of gets on my nerves.
huh?
She kind of gets on my nerves.
Because it's not realistic. The lady just found out she got $1 million for like 3 families, including her.
Breaking news.
and she starts having a meltdown and starts questioning, like, I just don't understand. Like, no one would act like that.
See, Jose says hang out in
Hang out
South
in
Lake.
South
It's
Lake.
like that. And those are the kind of women I think
I don't-
of is the South Lake woman or some of these ones that are hoity-toity that I've worked in their neighborhoods like Valero and all that. They act like that.
The gas station?
And there's some like
Just kidding.
no, isn't that what it's called? Whatever the hell it is. The place up
I'm
on
sticking by my theory. I don't think he's ever hung around women much.
No,
I think
because
he's very.
Here's
like,
the thing: we hang around with. Oh, I'll say a friend's name that acts like this, but we hang around normal women that are down to earth.
Speak for
and
yourself.
that are realistic. No, like your wife's a normal woman.
Well, she is, but
Yeah.
I've had some batshit.
Well, but your wife
Yeah,
is a
man.
normal woman.
Yeah,
right?
we love
okay?
Mandy. She's awesome.
She's down to earth,
Yeah,
level-headed.
right.
She's not running around like she's not running around like she's 100,000-aire. And that's what these women like up in South Lake do. They think they're.
I've never hung out with
like
a bunch of
million
women from
women's-
South Lake, so you might be right.
But we
I
have
don't know.
one
Well, full
Who-
disclosure. Who are we talking about?
actually had a bunch of scenes. The scene that the house that the Mexican girl lives in,
Mhm.
and the house that the Mexican family lives in that they come and see when all the families are there to tell
Right.
them that the boys are dead. Those two houses are a block away from Shelby's house.
Over in
Oh.
Benbrook?
Benbrook. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're on the end of her block, and she was like,
Yeah.
she was pissed off because they had to block off her block and she couldn't get to her house.
I love her. Freaking Shelby.
Shelby. Yeah. She's
She
a mess,
needs to
but we
start
love
listening
her.
to us again.
So,
Love
like,
her face.
we are surrounded by snow right now. I don't know if this is going to hit the ground.
Are you messing with us?
No, I'm looking at the radar. We're surrounded by snow right now. It's happening tonight. Vaquero. Yeah.
Vaquero.
Not
Vaqueros.
Valero.
Espanol name for
Yeah.
cowboy.
But yeah, there's hey, come to a Cowboy game.
Oh, no. Okay.
You'll
but
see a
that's a
ton of
different
those
scene,
women.
though. That's a cowboy game, and
But
yes,
it's a bunch
it is.
of those women,
Yeah, but that's not. That's what I'm saying. Is
and
it's
they
like
have potty mouths now too.
maybe that's it.
No.
Maybe he's
And where
only
the
hung out
VIP
with rich
suite?
women, rich, trashy women. Maybe that's all he's ever hung out with. But like
Look at the women he surrounded himself in Yellowstone with.
That's what I'm saying.
Bunch
It's
of
like
strippers and bullshit.
and that's what exactly my point is. It's like he's grandizing. He it's like he's almost grandizing. Am I saying that correctly? The way women act when they're not just with another man, but when they're together. It's like, dude, have you ever had a real conversation with a woman when you write this stuff? Because this is not how people talk.
Well, he is married, right?
Is he?
Yeah, I thought he was.
I don't know.
I'll check.
You'd think his wife
I
would
think
step in, but
I'm
maybe
like you.
she's one of those
The other
women.
day, I'm like you, man. I think that Landman and Lioness is his best work. I haven't seen. Did he do Sicario 2?
Yeah,
I haven't seen Sicario 2. The second one.
generalizing. Susie said the word
Generalizing.
you're
There
looking
you
for,
go. Yeah,
generalizing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't.
Yeah, he's
it's
married
just. Is he?
Since
How
2013.
old is he?
He's going to be 55 this year.
I didn't know he was that old.
Yeah.
So this is. I think these are his best shows right now, or his
wife
best
is
work.
41.
I think that
Jose says it got cheesy. I know a few people that are like, they got turned off from it and said it got
Which
cheesy
one?
pretty quick. I'm assuming Landman, Jose.
well,
Yeah, he took the extreme stereotypes for each character. The daughter.
that's
and
what I'm saying. Is
the shit with the daughter is a little over the top. Like,
Ainsley.
when the hell
Dude,
is your daughter going to tell her
the
dad, he
nursing
can
home-
come all over me? Like,
the
it's just
nursing
like,
home?
What?
the
What?
nursing home? No,
Really?
that's stupid.
This was the cliffhanger that pissed me off this week on this show. Was we didn't get to see the old people go to Rick's Cabaret. I was waiting for that.
Yeah, they talked about Rick's.
Did they
They
really?
went to Rick's. They went
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
one right
shit.
here. It's the old New Orleans Knights.
Yeah, but
And
they
it
they
still
didn't.
looks
they,
the same
they,
inside.
He didn't trick up the name or anything. He
No.
just straight up said Rick's.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be
Or she-
17 years old on the show, and she's like 27 in real life.
Who?
The
yeah,
daughter.
she's done like a ton of nude scenes if you're really into it and want to go hunt her down.
Not that
No,
anyone
I-
in this room's done that.
No. No, well, she was pretty much I looked up her age too when that first episode where she's like basically running around naked. or
The-
the
are we-
bathtub scene and all that, or
Mhm.
the shower scene with the guy. And
Yeah.
I was like, how old is this girl? This is weird. And looked it up
Yeah.
and saw that she was of age.
All right. So the subject at hand, the matter though,
Yes.
before I forget,
Which everybody's going off about,
here's my hot
which is
opinion.
going to win him an EGOT.
Okay, here's my opinion, and I'm dead serious.
It was pretty good.
He was pretty good for his acting debut, and it wasn't a small part that Jerry did. We're talking about Jerry Jones on this last episode.
well,
of
when
Landman.
when
I thought he did really good, and it
when
wasn't.
Demi Moore said, he's in there talking to Jerry.
Yeah, you knew who it was.
Yeah, it all like went, really?
I don't know if it was
Jerry?
because he was talking about his real life that made it good, or he might just be a good actor. But dude, when I first saw him, I was
It
like,
was
"This is going to be
real-
a train wreck."
But
But
it
I
was
was like-
real advice.
And it was the lines that when he was doing the lines, what they got down and filmed, he did really good.
You want me to call him? I still have his number. Do you want me to call him? And
I'll
we
say
can ask
this.
him how many times it took him to shoot
Not
that
only
scene.
did he do really good, but there's some regulars that Taylor cast on his shows that are guys that can't even hold a candle to, I think, Jerry's performance. There
You
is so
mean-
much fake shit, like where
I'm
you're
a
like,
guitar player from Decatur,
Yeah.
and you're supposed to take me seriously
or some
and
just
self-reflect into
Right.
my life
yes.
because I have a stupid, big, giant, round cowboy hat on.
That's exactly what. Well, I mean, he wasn't the worst offender.
He wasn't the worst, but
but
there were a few, yeah.
There's some of the guys that he cast on a regular basis. You're like,
Himself?
get this guy out of here.
Himself, except on Linus.
Right.
Linus, he was pretty decent, but he had to make himself the badass sniper.
Yeah.
That kind of beat me down.
If he
I was
keeps
like,
doing stuff in Funky Town, I think we should target him and see if there's some way we could do an interview with him. Because I've got so many questions
has
for
we
him.
talked all this shit?
Well, he's
has-
not going to listen
He
to
talked
us.
all this shit.
There's 0% chance that he would go back and listen to all the footage. Of
I'll never
us
tag him in
talking
these
shit
old
about-
episodes, and we'll get like a
Just the
few
new
months
ones.
down the road.
Yeah.
We'll be
Well,
like,
it'd be super easy for him to now because on the podcast tab, all you have to do is just bring up the transcript and search. If he wants to search for his name or any reference, anytime
son of
that
a
is.
bitch. Goddamn AI's got us again.
So what's the
Fucking
general
A.
consensus about
That
his
Jerry did a
performance?
good job.
Oh,
Is that
so I'm
Jerry
not
did a
crazy.
good job. And I was like the next day, I nearly sent you a message, but I wasn't sure if you'd watched it yet.
I just
nearly
watched
put
it last night.
Okay,
actually,
so I nearly sent to you and Jeremy. I was like, what the? Because it was like, I think I just got home from the game.
I don't know why.
I got home from the game, took a nap.
Had you
and
heard
was
about
like,
it?
Let's watch it. No, had no idea.
I didn't either.
And I was like, wait, this came out on Friday, and no one at the game talked about it. And everybody at the game, like everybody I'm around,
Yeah.
watches Landman, but no one said anything about Jerry being on or anything. So I had no
Yeah.
idea. And of course, a lot of us at the game were just kind of like, in a different world because it's the last
Yeah.
game of the year, and it's very bittersweet. But especially this early in the season, but whatever.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
touche.
It was,
Touche.
and when
Jerry.
I
very nice, nicely done.
the next morning when I got to work and was just kind of cruising through Facebook, I saw a bunch of people say, "No, that was excellent. That was good." Like, out of all things, like he, as much of a dipshit as he's been this season
Mm-hmm.
with the football and GM and doing all that crap, they're like, his words of wisdom were actually really good.
Yeah.
Like it was very.
Well, I think it
very,
was because it
very
was
good.
about his real life
yeah,
too.
it's real life.
But
and-
still, you
spending time with
can't.
your
You,
family.
that's not easy to do in front of a camera.
and he
Like,
starts
that's-
crying. Like
It was good.
he welted up, and I was like, huh.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Give this man
I was hoping he would do the old
his Golden
Gordo
Globe
thing. Oh, is he going to get nominated? You
And
think, or did that
get
just happen? Because
the-
didn't someone
The
just
Golden
win?
Globes were
The
last
Golden
week,
Globes
I
were-
thought.
And
on
Demi
Sunday.
won, right?
Yeah, but
So
for
it already
someone else,
happened.
but
Oh,
yeah.
it wasn't for Landman,
Landman,
so it could happen.
He could get an EGOT.
I was hoping that they would do the Gordo, and I am, but I won't, but I will, but I do, but I.
So
see,
here's
but, you know?
here's Jose's
But-
rundown.
Okay,
Yellowstone sucked.
I agree.
Landman is meh, and Linus was decent.
What about Sicario?
The first Sicario movie was dark as fuck and
Mhm.
cool as shit. And the first episode of the second season of Linus had a lot of Sicario feel to it.
season 1 of Mayor of Kingstown wasn't bad either. The
I've
second
never
one was
watched
like,
Kingstown. I haven't watched Tulsa King either.
I haven't
Tul-
either, but someone
Tulsa
told me
King's
that's
good.
pretty good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
I couldn't get out of the first episode.
Because one can understand what I'm saying. You know,
I did my time.
All right, so
You kept
speaking
waiting
of
for him to go.
acting, too, I want to tell you
it's
guys.
just the same.
No, it's on.
Oh, John, let it. It's over.
It's over.
Nothing.
It's over when I say it's over.
You
Did I
just turn
tell
it
you
off.
that about 6 months ago or so that was on the First Blood?
And you
Yeah.
had to sit there and watch it
I
until
stopped the whole family down and say, "Watch this part.
this part right
This
here.
is it. This is what it's all about."
Hey, did y'all watch any of the football game?
No.
The Cowboys.
The Cowboy game?
You know me.
I was heavily EPL this weekend.
Well,
And
y'all were.
I haven't.
I
gone-
was EP. I didn't go out on the field. I didn't go out.
This was the last
to
game,
the game.
right?
I didn't go out on the field because we had a bunch of stuff going on. Plus, we had a halftime show. Plus, we had a bunch of other
They're
stuff
done,
happening.
right?
Yeah, I saw the
Yeah.
pictures you posted.
So,
Did you grab a boob?
we were. I was EPLing
That'll
it
be
with
edited.
you guys, and I had my
While you're
laptop.
working.
I had the laptop open to one thing. I had the iPad open to another as I'm EPLing y'all with the phone and everything. And then the kick happened.
What? Which one?
The Aubrey kick in hitting a cheerleader in the head.
Oh yeah, the video you sent me. You're like, check this out. She's gonna have to go to CTD or protocol.
Yeah, CED protocol.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was on concussion protocol and everything.
Jesus.
It was funny as shit. All of us were laughing.
Were
And
you
then all of
close
us
to
felt
there
bad.
when it happened?
No, I was in the locker room when
Oh,
it
you had
happened.
already-
I didn't
yeah.
go out on the field. Yeah, I
Oh,
hadn't
you
gone
just
on the
said
field
that.
yet. Yeah. And then yeah, it happened. We're like, what the fuck? This is how the season goes. Is like this is the
This-
perfect end of the season. Is just kill a cheerleader on the sideline.
Yeah, but it was the soft part of the ball though. It was broad. It was kind
It
of like
still knocked her on her ass.
yeah.
Knocked her face first
I've
into
seen
the ground.
I've seen
She was
harder
so
hits on
embarrassed.
out there on cheerleaders though. Like that where they got hurt. At least she was laughing.
Yeah. Because you know, the chances of getting ran over are pretty high. I nearly
Especially
got
for
hit
the-
one time. I nearly got my legs taken out one
I
time.
nearly did, and I was in the pit with the dancers
Yeah, they got taken out. Yeah.
by the Chiefs.
Anyway, so yeah, it was pretty funny. I just didn't know if y'all
I can't
if y'all
believe
watched
they let
that
me out there still.
at the stadium.
Yeah, I'm shocked at that too.
Oh, have I been banned?
I don't know.
Gotta
Have
go
you?
look.
All right, so there was some acting done last week I'd like to address too.
Oh yeah, okay, go ahead.
Did you guys have fun?
Of what?
The read.
Oh, the read through.
Oh, yeah.
the play.
Yeah, that was
your idea?
awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
I really enjoyed listening to it. I haven't
Well,
gotten through the whole show, but I got
when you
the
get to the
first
end,
read.
you'll get the
I-
second half.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
And it
we
works
do the
pretty
second
well.
half at the end.
Yeah.
I think we continue this.
It will be, and this will be a JJTM thing. If I hear
I
any
fully
other
support
fucking
that.
local podcast do this again, I'm gonna break someone's fucking leg.
Son
and
of a
hold me
bitch
to
that
it.
does something in the morning.
Yeah.
Does it.
Let me steal another bit from you guys.
Dude, no, seriously, I got some ideas now.
Jesse Engel doesn't have a podcast.
I got some ideas now. Like, my brain is going nuts. It's not just because of the caffeine. It's because I've been wanting to do this for a while.
It's because you're sober.
You've been
Everything's
kicking around some
firing
of
on
the-
all cylinders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, we could write some really funny stuff.
The Adderall kicks in. You're like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Fuck that.
Let's do it.
My-
Yeah.
My TRT is in full effect, so I'm like,
Your T levels are
TRT.
high.
Mhm.
So much, so throbbing with excitement.
And testosterone.
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 Testosterone and Adderall is a hell of a combination.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Can you shoot them both at the same time?
You know what?
Bam! In my thigh. Wow, let's go.
What I sent you, you got what y'all listened to?
Yeah.
I have to say is because of the being sober and the combination of getting my health back in order.
I think it shows that you're sober because it's clean. Like there's no flub in No,
Does
it's
it-
a
does it sound
really
like a
clean
fifth grader?
marching. Yeah. There's no flub stroming notes. I
And
was
the
like,
fact
"Man,
that you
this-
actually wrote my part as Skip was genius too. I actually did Skip's voice.
When?
For the read-throughs.
He
last
didn't
week.
write
I
it.
wasn't here, man.
I know you weren't here, but
He didn't
that's what we were
write it.
talking
I didn't
about.
write it.
He didn't write the
Yeah,
play.
that's why Dustin was
I-
like, "Hey,
I
are we
figured
going
it
to still
was-
do this bit?" Because he thought I was
No.
going to write it. He's like, "I'll come up with something."
His idea.
Do you not read our text?
Yeah. Did you not?
No, I knew it was AI. I just thought that was like based off a concept that like he wrote.
No, man.
No.
I'm going to
Okay.
do that for your show.
He let it. All it was.
You need Adderall and testosterone.
The
man.
prompt. The prompt was nothing but write a short radio play with every member in here starring in it,
We almost did it the week.
and blah blah blah. Have something else, like
Yeah.
I put in there make it about the crazy year
Which was
in Fort Worth,
right.
Yeah.
and it spit all that out, and we were ready to go. That was it.
It worked. It worked.
Yeah,
and
I knew it was a
Make
AI.
make Sasha Bass.
Jeff was awesome.
Make Sasha Bass.
I love
Jeff.
Jeff. When Jeff speaks, I love it. I wish he would do regular podcasting.
It's coming back.
I can't
Yeah,
wait.
He was
dude.
talking.
He
to us
told
about
us about
that
it.
last week.
I love his style. Like, and the way he acted. Every one of y'all acted awesome.
Old
The
formula
for
Loco.
winging it,
Yeah.
dude.
So the way I did it was when the first one we pre-recorded before we actually launched the show, because I knew it was going to be start-stopping. I was going to have to reline all the intro and everything in Logic. So I was like, I handed out the first script, said, don't look at it. Turn these over and we go and we record. And
Yeah.
so we just went.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the show, same thing. I passed it out as we in the final minutes. Said, don't look at anything. When we're ready, we'll just go. And we just hit it because I wanted everybody's laughs and everything to be natural, not be prepped. And it was a good table read. It was
Look
great.
It
for
was.
more of that, ladies and gentlemen. Look for more of that,
That was
coming
so
down
awesome.
the line this
Four
year.
Loko and Adderall is all I'm going to drink while we're in California.
There you
That's
go,
it.
man.
I'm going to run around
Jesus.
NAM.
Do you remember my Four Loco night at the medieval times with Seth? And
Yeah.
What?
I haven't had a Four
I
Loko in
touched the
forever.
waitress.
Yeah.
They took him off the market for a while, then they
So
brought him back.
this was
Well, now
when
it's the
Four
regular
Loko.
formula.
Yeah, this back then was
Was
the
the real deal.
yeah.
And wasn't one of the flavors like ultra crazy?
Yeah, it was
Like, you
terrible. It
had
was
to
like a
hunt-
Jolly Rancher, like drinking a.
But
Jolly
you had to
Rancher.
find one that would there was one flavor that really sent you over the top over all the others because the way the formula was.
Yeah.
And everybody was hunting that one down. Maybe
I had a lady friend that came to my apartment once, and it was late at night too. It was a late night, lady night, but she showed up, opened the door. She has a Four Loko and one of those balls of wine that they serve, like that they have at the front counter
Yeah.
at a gas station.
and you're like,
Well, they have those at liquor
I'm
stores
getting
too.
laid.
Yeah.
I was like, well, come on in.
I got a throbbing erection. Let's go.
I took my tea and my Adderall.
You offset it with Malort.
Malort.
Let's go.
I didn't think anyone outside Illinois talked about Malort.
There's 2 bottles of it right there. Have you ever had it?
Yeah.
Okay. I can give you some of it if you want. So yeah, the rest of this week, our weather's. We had breaking news with the weather that it's supposedly snowing
Let's see,
outside.
man,
Anybody
it's
want to go
man.
look?
Stubbs is closest
I
to
guess
the
we
door.
could. It's warm in here finally, so I'm not
Yeah, it
opening
is. But yeah,
The heat is on.
The
They announced the recall for Locos.
Chad bought a corner store's entire stock.
Oh my god, dude.
a case of it.
That's insane.
That's
on here.
amazing.
A case of Four Locos and ball wines, please.
So at one time we were supposed to have 15 inches of snow hit us on like Thursday,
That's 3 more than 12.
And then it went down to 12.
Data reference.
What's it at now? No, I'm showing our location, North Richland Hills, just cloudy.
I'm
So,
showing
I don't
blue
know.
stuff.
Where did you see it? On the Fox 4 weather app? The WAP?
No, I don't go to the WAP.
Which the WAP, doesn't that mean something else?
Wet ass pussy. And that's what I get when I see.
But you're
Who
right.
are the
You're
girls up
right.
there?
We're going to enter a watch at 12 a.m.
There's blue all to the south of us.
I think
like
it's that
Grand
stuff
Prairie,
that's up in the-
downtown Fort Worth.
I think it's high atmosphere.
I don't
Yeah, it
know,
could be.
man. I don't know. I'm showing 54%
What are they-
of snow all night tonight.
What's it called when it dissipates before it gets to the ground? Inertia?
Inertia.
I don't
Something
know.
manure?
Where the fuck is
Is it manure?
Let's-
Manure?
Manure.
Do I still have Delcus's number? Let's call him.
Dealt with Delcus.
Call Pete. see what he's up to. Weren't we gonna have him
We need a
fight someone?
no, that was Clay Cooley and
Jose
Jeff-
says it's
Joel
not
Osteen.
snowing.
Clay
here.
Cooley and Joel Osteen was the
I say
rivalry.
I say we put Delkus on the target list too. Get him in here. We've always talked about that. You think you could make that happen since you're, I guess, producing and doing camera work now?
I don't know. I probably have about as good of a chance as you guys.
You can't put your charisma.
No, I have plenty of charisma.
You know
You
how
can't
to
just-
write a fucking email?
It's just whether or not that anyone would take me seriously.
You write a fucking email to people and go, "Hey, would you like to come
Yeah.
and hang out with the biggest and best and largest and
Most awards.
most awardedest and longest running?"
Yeah. But not the highest sponsors.
All right, let's get into something serious.
Well, we had some sponsors for a while, buddy.
Not as
We
many
had
as
Love
Andrew.
Swings. What? You don't remember our dildo sponsor and our knife, our
Let's
serial
see.
killer one?
I
we
remember
had?
Bud Case, Z's Candies,
Rouge Design,
Rouge Design, yeah.
Plastic Object,
Guys know, of
Geist
course,
Note.
Plastic Object, that's you, yeah. Geist Note.
Uh-huh.
Victor Wrench, that's 6.
No, well,
Amazon for a
I
little
guess
while.
We did have an
7.
Amazon affiliate. Liquid Death.
What was the Love
I
Swing
don't
one?
remember Liquid Death.
The sex toys?
sex store one.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Eden or something?
I don't.
Was
it
it Eden?
It might have been.
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve, yeah.
Adam and Eve. Who else?
All our sample
I still have
products
a
that they sent,
weird-
all our care packages I sent to Women of the Night.
Yeah, a lot of those toys.
For
Some of the toys went out
hydrocodones.
to California. We had a bunch of sex toys in here that we sent to California in a box with our pubes, which made an intro.
The intro, yeah, I remember that for the longest time.
'Cause as Becky opened it. What else? Which I mean, I guess we go to jail for that now, right? You're not supposed to do stuff.
I
like
don't
that
know. Yeah, I
anymore.
thought that would be a biological weapon.
There was something else. There was some. But I had like the Bud K gave us like some crazy
Serial
ninja
killer stuff.
swords and fighting sticks and
Yeah.
Like bows and nunchucks and
knives and all
katanas.
sorts of weird stuff. Anyway,
Hey,
shurikens.
oh, this reminds me. Since I said serial killer and we're talking about Bud K, do you follow? Do you do Reddit, Thomas? at
Yeah,
all?
occasionally.
You
I have
do,
it on my phone.
you're still regular.
yeah, I was about to
Redditor.
bring up something with Reddit here.
Please don't say mercy.
Are you
culture.
in the serial killer community?
No, like me, like my picture in there. Are they still like they're talking about me,
Have
or
you
do I
joined it?
follow it?
Do you follow it?
I don't follow
Join.
that subreddit. No.
I started to last week,
Yeah.
but it's good.
Really?
Yeah, I recommend it.
The one I started following
Am
not
I-
too long ago was 3D printing gone wrong. Or gone.
Yeah.
3D printing gone
Did you see
wild.
I
Gone
sho-
wild.
You,
Oh, is that like
you,
cursed AI?
You're following Guitar Circle Jerk now, aren't you?
Yeah, I've
Yes.
been following Guitar Circle Jerk for a long time.
It's not as good as Austin's, but it's good.
Yeah, Austin Circle Jerk's pretty good. There's a lot of good Circle Jerks.
There are.
Man, what was the other one I just started following and it cracked me up? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of the ones I was going to get to, or one of the questions I was going to get to, is that this was in the Fort Worth Reddit. This person put this up there that what are the food choices in case we lose power?
Oh yeah, you mentioned this at the before we started recording.
They're being facetious, right?
Well, they were being like, they put that up to there's like, so realistically, what are foods we can buy that don't require energy to heat up? House is full electric with an electric stove and oven. They don't want to eat slices of bread for 2 days if the power goes out.
Spam.
Which they're betting it does. Do we want to place any bets on this power goes out?
I
Widespread.
don't think that. I think we're not going to hit temperature. I think we're going to be. It's not going to be as Arctic as they think.
I know. I think it's going to be worse. I think
Is
what
there
they
another
were
front
saying
coming
first,
through then? Because today it got an over 40.
but it is going to be lower the next couple days. But what I think is going to happen is we're going to get this wet stuff. And it's going to turn to ice. That shit's going to get heavy. We're going to have problems.
Yeah.
That's what I'm afraid of. Because at first they were saying it's all going to be snow and it's going to be dry snow because it's going to be so cold and it will just blow off the roads and everything will be fine. But now
Yeah.
they're like, things are going to start. We're looking at a wintry mix, which makes things worse.
You're not watching
Yeah.
Evan though, are you? Because he's a fuckwad. He didn't know
Evan
what he's
Andrews?
talking about.
That guy
That guy's all over
misses
the
on
place.
so much shit, and he's just worried about how much Botox he's got in his fucking face.
Dude, what's going on with his hair, man?
I don't know.
Like,
Evan Andrews' hair? What, is it
Yeah.
receding
Yeah.
or something? Or what?
I don't know what's
I don't
going
know
on
what's
with
going
it.
on.
He looks like a cancer survivor.
I
or
don't watch
something.
the local news affiliates much anymore unless they come up on my.
You gotta watch
feed.
Good Day, man. It's such a wild, entertaining ride.
Now you're not talking about like
Fox
Good Day
4 Good Day.
Yeah, with like the 2 chick hosts.
No,
It's
Oh,
like
man.
that. No, that's good. That's something.
It was with
Good Day Live.
that dude.
Yeah.
Did that guy retire?
Lauren.
Prisble's.
Are you talking about Tim
counterpart-
Ryan?
No, he's
Tim
there.
Ryan.
Yeah,
They're
he
all back.
retired.
Oh no, Tim Ryan's gone.
He
yeah,
did-
but
I
the
miss
other guy's
him.
there.
He was hilarious.
The
Yeah, I like
robot-
Tim
his
Ryan.
dry
Tell
humor.
to Tim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the robot's there now next to her.
Yeah.
I think he's an android.
You know what?
Yeah.
And then you get Paige, and then you get Hannah.
Yeah.
and then Hannah
Griswold's
does
from
the Tim.
Grapevine. You know that?
You don't
Yeah.
talk about my girlfriend without putting in the show notes and letting me know.
Which Hannah or
Or
Paige?
Lauren.
Hannah.
Oh.
Hannah is my. Who's Paige? Is that the weather?
No, Paige is the other one that sits out there and reports.
So you know what's funny? I was talking about this today with my mother.
Uh-huh.
The
Vicky Stubbs.
Kylie Cap.
dude,
Yep,
he just
you're right.
doxed my
Kylie
mom.
Cap.
What's the time code, Dustin? He just fucking doxed my mom.
I whispered it. No one's gonna hear it.
You didn't whisper it. It was on the mic.
208. Or
You're banned from Mike for 2 weeks.
second
Shut up.
hour.
So
8 minutes, 15 seconds.
So all the other networks in
Jizzy.
DFW over the last 3 or 4 years has gone DEI out the wazoo and fired their complete staff except one channel that
What
is
channel's
stuck
that?
to the same
Fox.
Fox.
Yeah.
That's the reason I love their morning show is because they didn't.
It's out
they
of
didn't
control.
and it's out of control. I
And
love that
then
too.
What's awesome is then at 10, they started a video podcast, basically.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Hannah. So you get to look at Hannah
What
for
did
an
I
hour.
say? You don't say her sweet name ever
Have you
without my
have you
permission.
watched that show and the stuff she's revealed?
No, I don't want to not like her.
No, she loves going to EDM concerts. And then today she was posting all these photos of her in Costa Rica on the beach.
Yeah, I bet she's partied. I bet she likes to party.
I bet she's
I think
into
she's a
fun guy.
switch hitter too, which is sexy.
She's into fun guy.
She probably is into fun guy. I'm into fun guy.
And fun
Yeah.
guys.
Fun guys.
Do y'all remember Alan Wong on
No.
Fox 4?
Yeah, I do.
Yep. I bet Hannah does smell like sunshine.
She does.
Sunshine and Rainbows.
Yeah. But you don't know who Paige is?
Now I know there's a weather girl that I'm getting fond of as well, but I don't.
She's the one with the teeth. Paige
yeah,
has teeth.
Don't all of them have teeth? Are you watching the same Fox as me? So,
Oh, shit.
Also, what do you think about Godwin?
Dan Godwin.
That guy is fucking weird.
and he's getting
is
cooler
he-
and weirder the older he gets. I think.
Is he on the serial killer
I don't.
subreddit?
I've always got weird vibes from him too.
I asked someone that has pretty religiously watched that show since its inception, and is he special?
There's something weird about, like, they give him the noontime news by himself, and he's got some weird clicks and pulls and things that happens.
Here's
Like,
what drives me nuts:
I don't know.
when you're reporting about a homicide that involves 4 people,
And you're
a murder
laughing?
suicide, and you got this giggle look on your face,
You got this weird teeth, like you're
and
smiling,
like
and,
you're about to
like,
just start busting out laughing.
That's why I ask if he's on the suicide or the serial killer list.
I think he might be the cocaine clown from
Metalocalypse.
Roxy.
How does Clarice Tinsley still work there?
Surprised she hasn't retired. She's getting up there in age too.
It's true.
She's been on there since we were kids. Or doing the
True.
news since we were kids. Yeah.
You know what's going to happen
She
to
used to
Hannah? She's
come
going to
in
end
Best
up in
Buy.
L.A. because
Oh, did
all the
she?
hot anchors at Fox end up in L.A. And it makes me crazy because I develop a relationship with them,
Uh-huh.
a morning
This is weird.
relationship, and they get picked out and go out to L.A.
Okay.
every single time. So I'm so nervous because Hannah now she's been on what
I remember Megan Henderson.
10 years, at least 5 years, right?
Yeah. Because she started here, right?
Oh, is this where she started her career? Was in DFW?
I think so.
Thomas, book her. Let's
Look her up.
get her in here. As the ticket used to say, get her in here.
I'll see what I can do.
And then Grego.
Get the close. We're not going to say that.
Does the podcast,
She's in Minnesota.
what's his name's? Oh, I have not seen her.
Yeah.
She's on the morning?
Yes.
What is she doing?
She reports or sits in, or sometimes she does the noon news. Sometimes she
I've
does the
not
evening
seen her.
news. It's always great when her and Hannah are on the tin together,
Doing fun guy?
And she's
doing fun guy and
Yeah.
scissoring.
Dude, what's the time code on that, man? We can't say these people see us. Dustin, you go to the stadium every week and you want to throw that out there?
What? I don't know what you're
That's
talking
another.
about.
I'll get kicked in the nuts for that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, they're cutting out crafts and stuff. That's 12,
Yeah, they're couponing.
50. Yeah, they're cutting coupons. And
Couponing. Is that still a thing?
can we do a video
is.
podcast of just cutting
Couponing?
coupons?
You know when I
E-
first moved to
extreme
that one
couponing.
bedroom apartment in
Shelly
Keller,
did that for like 6 weeks.
I started doing that. Do you remember that, Dustin? When I was when
I didn't know
we were-
you did coupons.
Yeah, I had a folder and everything.
Dude, my grandmother on my stepdad's side used to get money back.
Dude,
In those
yeah,
days where
played
you
it
could
right.
do weird stuff, now you can't do it because there's all sorts of limitation stuff. But
Kroger, when I was doing it, did triple coupon days sometime.
Yeah,
And you
that
had
was
to
it.
know when to go to where, and I had a folder. I had
Albertsons does it too.
a spreadsheet that I created.
Is there still an Albertsons around?
I don't know.
There's the one in Bedford on Brown Trail and 183
Is that the only one?
by Mexican Inn. Yeah,
Do you go there?
no,
I've never.
I have
gone
my
love
groceries
Mexican
delivered.
I'm in Albertsons. What?
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
where your baby was delivered. What'd
No,
you
I
say?
said I have my groceries delivered. I don't go to
Oh.
the grocery store.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, and I have a set of
I'd like to see your
encyclopedias too,
contract.
and a vacuum.
well, we learn something about Thomas every. That's why I'm so glad
guys
he's
don't
part
have
of the show
grocery
now.
delivery?
You know,
It saves so
I'm
much
so
fucking
glad-
time, man.
I'm so glad he's part of our
No,
show
'cause it's always
it's like we've
wrong.
cracked open a book, and
They-
we're just learning these things every week about this man, this great
Yeah.
man. I love you.
I like finding my own meat and looking at it and making sure it's marbled right, and I examine it, and then I go get it.
Now, for
Are we-
specific
what are we
stuff, that
talking
is
about?
true. I'll go to Winco if I
Groceries being delivered.
want to get, like,
Winco,
if I want to get like
AIDS?
good quality meat.
That place is communist. That's
What?
like a Russian place.
Come on, you used to go there all the time.
No, I still go there all the time. It's pretty good. I like Winco.
No, I
it's
I
very-
prefer having my groceries
I
delivered.
can't
is
though,
very
because it's
Winco.
so much easier.
Why?
Mainly
bulk
because
stuff is
mainly
amazing.
because the one that I went to, there I would go in there and think, oh, dude, that looks like an awesome chicken sandwich for $2, and then I'd get out and it'd just be garbage. I was like, okay, that's why it's $2. Like, don't go for lunch, is what I'm saying.
No, I've
Like
never
a
been.
moron
Yeah.
beer salesman.
But their meat selection's really
not
good,
one of
'cause
those
that's-
anymore.
That used to be where I get my ribs and stuff, smoke and the rump roast and the briskets. That was a good place.
Yeah, prime rib.
Yeah.
That's what I
Prime
served on
rib.
Christmas Eve for my family.
Megan Henderson.
Did you cook it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you
yeah.
prep it and everything?
Actually,
I love prime
Shelly's
See?
son did.
See,
Can he do it again for us?
Javier's right. Dan is
maybe.
a straight up serial killer. Vibes.
I think he might be too.
the Doctor rocks over.
Dan Godwin.
Dr. Roxo. Yeah.
Yes. He'd be a great Dr. Roxo.
What about Steve Noviel? We haven't talked any shit about him.
I
Is he really on your
still
side?
Is that guy? Is Steve? Is it Noravella or
Noviello.
Noviella? Is he still on the show?
I thought he was. I thought
He's not
he
in
had
the
his own
morning.
show now. Like,
You know when I started
We're only
watching
talking about
again,
the
right?
morning, but
You know when I started watching Fox News again, right?
when?
Well, I got a morning gig now that I do.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
right,
you
right.
fly a helicopter around.
Yeah, I'm a great real estate agent, but I also
Fly a helicopter.
fly a helicopter. Well, I don't fly it. I have
You have
a
a pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so anyway, that's when I started watching the Fox Morning Show because waiting to do I have a TV up in the helicopter.
You know
And
who?
I watch their report and you just repeat it pretty much.
I got a good story for you if we're gonna bag on reporters and anchormen and everything.
Yeah, I'm always open for that.
So, I Was it the end of the game or middle of the game? Fuck.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on. It's beginning. Shoot. End of the game. Anyway, as it's the Cowboy game this week, right? Last game of the year. We talked about this earlier. And I'm getting off the elevator, off the media elevator as I'm going down to the field level. The door opens, and guess who's waiting to get on the elevator?
Jerry Jones?
No, as a reporter, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Hannah?
From Channel 8.
Oh. Dale?
Not Dale.
Gloria?
No.
Gloria Campos retired.
The one that makes me crazy. The sports guy.
Oh, the one that like gave the bird to every Ranger fan in the world during the COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's up.
The guy that's a
Did he see-
complete dick.
did
God,
he
and I
see
can't
you?
think of his name right now. What
Did
the
he
fuck
see
is
you?
his
I'll,
name?
I'll look it up real quick if you want.
God, I can't think of his name. But
he see
yeah,
you?
he saw me. We were face to face.
Did you go, you motherfucker?
I was like, "You're a douche." You know who else is a douche? I'm not gonna say that.
Newey? I did
Newey
promotions with him.
Scruggs?
No, Newey's cool. Newey
No,
comes
he's
and hangs
not.
out.
I did promotions
Nah,
with
he
him.
was hanging out with me the other day.
Dude, I did a Nissan promotion with him when I was at the Eagle. That guy's one of the biggest cocks I'd ever done anything with.
His life has
I don't-
changed.
He found Jesus
He either found Jesus, he
or
lost.
Ozempic.
He lost the
He
size
found
of
Ozempic is what he found.
the weight of Jesus.
Oh.
I think he
Yeah.
lost
Like how,
some other
so
things
he Al
along the
Rokered,
way.
Okay.
Yeah. Didn't he come from California?
But he's
don't
really
know.
cool now.
I think
like,
he
laid
came from
back.
California. When he first came on the scene, he was a dick.
What is that guy's name?
I had to
on
do a promotion
WFAA?
with him, and he didn't like. We were doing a drawing, and this is how when I'd give him the name, he'd just go, like pick the name or whatever the entry form, and just kind of like not even acknowledge my presence. Kind of like the dude from the singer from
Oh, David Draymond?
when I got him water, and he didn't even drink it.
Oh.
I ran all over the Bronco Bowl to get him water.
And you blessed it too, right?
I blessed it and everything, and he didn't
he's
even take
like-
one sip of it during the interview.
Yeah.
Did you pull his nose rings out?
I should have.
You should have.
Or his
And his
chin,
nipple
chin
ring.
rings, yeah. His
I think
chin
he
rings.
lives in Austin, doesn't he?
He has chin rings.
But yeah,
I don't know. They're from Chicago. Disturbed.
something something about our sports anchors here. They just blow. All of them blow.
Scott
What
Murray?
The fuck is
No,
that
Scott
guy's
Murray.
name?
Scott Murphy was
Murray's
cool.
He's retired now.
Was it
isn't
Murray
he?
or Murphy?
Murphy. That's right.
He was
What is
cool.
that stupid douche's name?
Man, just Google WFAA's
John
sport department.
The sports guy. I can't think of his name, but he's such a dweeb.
Hmm.
And I can't pull it up on my laptop because they
Yeah, I
got
got
ad
it.
blockers and shit.
Man, let's see here.
But
Sportscaster.
the other
Dale
one,
Eugene Hansen. That's not him.
No.
No, we know that guy.
but Norm and Dale and
Joe Trahan, not him.
not- Joe's cool.
No. Let's see.
And nice.
here. Michelle Mountains. Whoa, that's a weird name.
That sounds like a
That's a
never-
weird name for a.
sportscaster.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Who else?
Montaigne. I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, it's is it Blake? No, it's not Blake. What is it? Mike something. Mike.
Hannah Davis.
No. Mike something.
Mike.
Crotch.
Patton?
No. Mike.
Kaylee. Aaron.
No.
Tiffany.
I thought I said
Jonah.
Mike.
Jonah.
It's Mike Leslie.
Mike Leslie. That's
Oh.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. That guy
When he was
is an asshole.
outing, that was the most ridiculous thing I had ever seen a local sports
Yeah.
reporter do. Was
And
that
then he
when
got in trouble just a couple of weeks ago interviewing, I forgot who it was on the Cowboys, asking him all these questions about the team and why they suck this year. And the Cowboy player told him to fuck off.
I would too, man.
I had the video of it somewhere, but he was asking all these questions.
Like was this in the locker room?
It was out in the tunnel.
And he
'Cause
just beat the guy down.
I don't think
who was it? Do you know what
anybody's allowed
Cowboy
to
it was?
go in the locker room anymore
Because of that.
because of a lot of weird things, a lot of stuff that was shot that shouldn't have been shot and stuff like that. Because players walk around without the clothes on sometimes. They like to take showers, get cleaned up before they go
So-
out on town.
The coach McCarthy. You guys think he's going to come back, or what's the deal? We going to get Dion?
Did he go interview with Chicago today?
Oh, did he?
The Bears want to interview him.
So he's actively interviewing.
Chicago asked for permission to interview him today, and I don't know if the interview actually happened today or if he's got to fly up there
That
and
would
do
be
it.
badass if he went to Chicago and played the Green Bay twice every year.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm in
That'd
on
be
that.
awesome.
So who is there any top prospects for the Cowboys besides Dion?
I think Sean Rabb with Fox 4
Fox 4. Cheap, 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 cheap.
News. There's a few names that have come up, but no one's really been flashy or cool like that.
Why aren't they going after Belichick?
They denied the
I
request.
thought he was in the middle of something, wasn't he? Didn't he go to?
Well, I think I heard some things about him maybe doing college. But
Oh, they did. They denied the request. Javier said Dallas isn't allowing him to interview. They denied the request, so that means an extension.
Oh, for McCarthy?
Which I don't. If I'm going to be honest, I don't have an issue with.
I don't either. I mean, he's had some tough luck with the injuries for sure.
Well, and you've got a owner and a son that aren't spending any money.
You have an owner that was on Landman.
Yeah. They've sold their soul to Netflix. They have more. They're the highest, most profitable organization of the year, but yet they're being tied on money for some reason. And I know there's a cap and all that, but get away from all that. I don't understand what's going on. Jerry's about to die. Like
well, let's hope not. Goodness,
he's old.
I
he
know,
doesn't
but
have much
still.
ahead of him.
Yeah.
It's time to.
Come on, man.
Pass the torch.
No, it's time. No, it's time to drop your junk on the
Who was
table
the-
and win a fucking Super Bowl.
Chat
again.
room. Who was the owner of the Raiders that was around for
Al Davis.
Al Davis. Yes.
He never paid us. Stop giving juice to the Raiders.
I was waiting for an NWA reference or one of those West Coast gangster
Sorry,
rappers.
went straight Ice Cube on that. But
Man,
okay,
we're gonna
yeah.
have a lot of edits in this thing. Yeah, I think he's just like that, Al Davis. He's just like, I don't understand. I get it. We're frustrated because the Cowboys suck, but
If you're not making moves and you're
if you're
not,
right, but still, like
they didn't make
it's-
any moves in the offseason last year, really.
I don't know, man. Jerry Jones has done a lot for the Dallas Cowboys.
No, he has.
I
He's done a
I
lot
don't
for the
know,
entire league. But he's also the reason the league is in the shape
because
it's
of
in
free
right
agency.
now.
Yeah, I
The
get it.
shit he wanted to
I
do to
know.
try to make his team better so they would win the Super Bowl.
I'm just
has
saying
put the
maybe
league
we
where it
don't
is today.
go to we don't start a GoFundMe for the cartels. Is all I'm saying. Maybe we just
No. That's still for Jason.
oh, that's right. I wonder if they've gotten to him yet.
Oh, I'm still out here.
Hey, guys.
Who?
Hey guys,
Guys,
Jason
three
Garrett?
phases.
is that photographer that I used to see all the I fucking hate that guy. This podcast sucks.
You guys, there's 3 phases to the game.
I'm sexually attracted to Tony Dungy, guys.
I'm out here. I'm available.
You know my cousin delivered flowers to him.
Really?
Yeah, I said he was a dick muncher too, man. Just kind of he goes, "Oh wow, you're the Cowboys coach," and he's like, "Yeah," and then shut the door. He like ordered some flower bouquet for a party he was having
I think he's got issues.
to get getting it up. ED.
No, maybe he's on the spectrum.
Jason Garrett,
Yeah.
I guess.
He
Who
acts
knows,
like
man?
it.
Hey guys,
I'm a
y'all
robot.
remember that Thanksgiving game that I threw 4 touchdown passes in
No.
at the old
I don't.
stadium? The one game that Troy Aikman missed.
All right. So
I won that. Did you enjoy that?
win. That one win.
That one win. My ones.
Hey, what do
Mine.
you think about the bullshit of Jerry not knowing that if Cooper Rush didn't play, he wouldn't get his bonus of $250,000 or whatever?
I don't know anything about it. You'd have to explain that.
So
to
Cooper
me.
Rush, if he would have played,
I don't know if I told you guys. I haven't watched Dallas Cowboys in 3 years because of Manchester City. But this year, Manchester City has not been the funnest football club to watch.
What did you and I say about Manchester City when we were in New York last year? When we passed that
the
Manchester
store.
Yeah, the store. Like, yeah, why the fuck do they have
Puma?
this? Because nobody likes Manchester City. And I said, what about Stubbs? You're like, yeah, other than Stubbs.
Yeah, he's the only one that likes Manchester City.
Oasis,
And Oasis,
Oh, yeah. The Gallaghers.
but not both of them.
Saudi
at the same
Arabia
time.
does.
So yeah, that was weird.
That's right. That was on our Uber ride
was
into
a-
the city. Or
That
Lyft
was
ride,
like a
yeah.
3,000 square foot store.
It was huge. Yeah.
All Manchester
Was there anybody
City
in
stuff.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were people in there.
See,
But
well,
every time
obviously
we
they need
walked
the
by it,
shop.
I wanted to go in. It was closed. We always went by it at weird times.
You think their sales are up this year?
No.
I don't know.
But I got my Germany jersey.
Deutschland.
You
My
did?
Germany kit while I was
Oh,
in
while
New
you're
York.
up there?
While I was
Yeah.
in New York.
That's right, you did.
All right. So, what were you talking about?
We were talking about the Cowboys and
Yeah.
the coach and stuff and the foot. I
Your
haven't seen. I
football.
haven't watched much football this year.
So, Cooper Rush played.
Oh, that's right.
Like in his contract, if he played so many possessions, so many games, whatever,
Right. It's a
he gets an extra. It's a
something
performance
like that, yeah.
bonus for an extra $250,000. Well, he barely had to walk out. Damn, Javier, shit.
What do you, what is it? What did he say?
Saudi Arabia also likes huge towers. Wow.
Ooh. You know, that's comedy, though. I've
That is
heard
comedy. That's good.
comedians
That's
now
good.
joke about
He's talking about
9/11, I
the
guess.
Burj Khalifa, the largest tower in the world.
That's Dubai.
That's in Saudi. Yeah, that's in
No.
Saudi Arabia. No,
That's not Saudi
UAE.
Arabia.
That's
That's
right.
not what he's
You know,
referring
that's right, that's
to
right.
anyway.
Sorry,
Saudi
I was
Arabia
trying to
was behind
deflect, man.
9/11. Anyway, so he would get this extra bonus if he went out and did I don't know, 3 possessions or some shit like that. It was stupid. I forgot what the exact number was. But anyway, he'd get this bonus. Well,
Yeah.
they kept him off so they could get Julius Erving's brother or whatever to fucking go out there and throw footballs
Hey,
around.
I think that dude's arm's all right. He just needs to be.
He just needs bifocals or something to know where the fuck he's throwing at.
He's a third stringer, man.
I know.
I think if he got the time, maybe he could develop into something.
I don't think
Is
you
it what's
heard
his
me
name? Last
earlier.
name's Lance or Nance?
This is the most profitable team in the world. We don't need a third stringer that can't fucking throw shit.
It's
Everybody
true.
should be perfect.
Is there such thing as a
Perfect.
fourth stringer?
I mean,
I'm legitimately
Fourth
asking because
a
I have
stringer?
no idea what a third
Fourth
stringer
stringer?
means.
That's what it was. Okay, so he just needed to play the first half. Cooper Rush did. But instead, they put in Lance to start it up.
That
Yeah,
sounds
he was
like a villain's name from an anime series. Cooper Rush.
To start up. So then,
Or video game.
Cooper's fucked out of $250,000. And then at the end of the game, Jerry was questioned about it, and he's like, "I didn't know anything about any of this," but yet he says he's the GM of the team. This should something you should be
yeah.
pretty
Did the
well
reporters
aware
turn?
of.
Did the reporters ask him? Well,
Yeah.
you're the
Well,
GM
you're
of the team.
GM of the team. Why
I bet
aren't
you he didn't like that.
No.
Everybody out now.
And they questioned him again about not being GM anymore, giving it up. And he's like, "No, this is my passion now. This is why I got out of the drilling oil, so I could take over this team, and this is my passion."
He started
This is what I'm gonna do
practicing
for
his
the rest of my life."
lines.
Blah, 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 blah. Basically, yeah, just repeated the whole
Sounds like Landman
Landman
and
thing. But
Cowboys are crossover. or
yeah,
the
that's what
lines
I
are
was
blurring.
bitching about. And Javier's right. He's got a great arm.
Uh-huh.
His accuracy is shit.
Well,
He just doesn't know. He doesn't know how to throw it to someone correctly.
I don't know enough about the Cowboys right now to have a really expert opinion on it.
I mean, the second half was kind of fun to watch because it was cool, and I thought we were gonna be able to rub it in Jeremy's face, and then the end of the game happened.
What ended up being bet? I never heard.
Well, the bet wasn't ever just solidified, so I don't know what we bet. I don't know.
Yeah, my attention was on that Liverpool match.
That's what I was watching too. I was watching that in the locker room and
Yeah.
was really
Man
getting
U.
into it. And
I don't like
To a draw.
Man U's. What is that kit that
I don't
they're
like that
wearing?
kit either.
It looks like the Mexican flag.
it
Which
looks like
I don't understand
the
it.
Mexican flag or the German national
Yeah,
kit.
what-
but
I
it's
don't
not
understand
cool
it.
like the German national
Yeah.
kit. I don't
Dante
like it either.
needs to. Dante needs to return my text, and B,
Yakushiji Tensen.
we need some explanation from him on that kit.
I don't like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bring back Stone Rose's kit. Bring back my hot pink kit. I like my hot pink kit.
Like
yeah.
Love Spreads, the Stone Roses.
Yeah, they did
Let me put you in the picture. Let
Yeah.
me show you what I mean.
That's the ones.
Didn't she do the
They're
She's
from
My
Manchester.
Sister? Isn't that it?
Ain't no king man.
All
she's
that
my queen.
freaking UK trash rock. slop
Listen,
rock. So sorry.
your fucking team's Oasis.
I know.
That's a
The lads, the boys.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to say.
I'm well aware. I hang out with them when I fly out there and see my boys play.
How many Man City games you been to?
A lot. In my thoughts.
I've been to one. In Houston.
Yeah. I've been to
And
a
the Manchester
okay,
Derby
then,
in
you know
Houston.
what? I've been to a Real Madrid game.
I have too.
Oh, that's right.
So bring it.
And Milan.
Oh shit! I gotta talk to. We gotta figure out the World Cup stuff. Then we got time for that. We got a year. All right. So let's start some controversy. Let's piss off some political officials around here.
Ah, shit.
Oh,
Here we
Let's
go.
have them come after us. So a story popped up that got on all our radars that were in our little chat room or on our little chat thread about this issue at the Fort Worth Modern Art Museum.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know anything about it till late last night when I sent the text. I hadn't heard about this.
So it happened last week, but there's an exhibit going on at the Modern Art Museum called Diaries of Home. And it's got a bunch of different artists in it. There's 13 artists, and one of them happens to be Sally Mann. And Sally Mann is a photographer, grew up in Virginia, raised her kids, homeschooled them, all that stuff. But she took pictures of them growing up that were nudes of their kids, like running around doing stuff. And they're part of some of these photos that are part of this exhibit. And apparently, someone got heated over these photos and thought it was considered child pornography and ran to Tim O'Hare, our awesome judge here in Fort Worth. And Tim O'Hare had the police department go to the museum and remove the photos. And it's caused all sorts of chaos because now there's a whole bunch of controversy. People that don't know this photographer or understand what she does or understand the exhibits are saying that, now the Modern Art Museum of Fort Worth has basically been posting child pornography or showing off child pornography in its exhibits, and people are in arms about that. Another thing, there were some LGBTQ plus photos or paintings or whatever depicted in this exhibit too, and they were taken. So that community is being attacked in all of this too. And it just so happens that from what I have investigated and looked at is that one of the
Don't look at that now.
Oh, okay.
Thomas, you can, but you can't. Not yet. It'll derail you more than it has already.
The person that was offended happens to be a member of a certain church we've been talking about the last few weeks.
No,
Right.
No, dude. I don't care if I ever hear this stupid church's name again. Ever.
And
I'm so
then
sick of them.
The judge they ran to happens to be a member of that church.
There's judges.
Yeah, that's what we talked about in the past. Was that
I didn't know
church,
that they were actually members. I knew they
No.
were greasing the palms of some politicians. We thought
both. But this apparently, Tim O'Hare has deep relations and ties into this church that some people consider a cult. I think all of us in the room consider this a cult, and a bunch of our friends consider that church a cult. And this goes into what we were talking about just a couple of weeks ago of, the reaching of that church and what they're doing to our political landscape.
How does this not violate the separation of church and state?
Exactly.
Like, I don't get it. If
that's gone.
If they're that
That's
intertwined,
gone.
yeah, I guess you're right.
We've lost that years ago. That argument's gone.
As long as they don't start burning people at the stake in the name of God.
No, I want to see that actually.
Why? So we can uprise and start a local civil war with our own.
Yeah,
county
because
government?
the church is on the bottom of the hill. That's what I keep telling everybody. We have the high ground. We know how that turned out in Star Wars. The people that live in the neighborhood have the high ground and can shoot down on the church. So if anything happens, the church can't jump in the air. If they did, we cut their legs off.
Yep. That came out 20 years ago.
Wow, that's wild, isn't it? So it is. Cult is in their name, Javier. So I have several issues with this, but then I also have a devil's advocate type thing with this whole thing. This exhibit's been up since November 17th, and it just now caused a problem last week. Like someone just now saw it and had an issue. Did y'all see the pictures?
No, I didn't. I have not.
You haven't seen the
looked at them.
pictures
From the museum, from
that they took
in
down
the article,
the photos?
Yeah, in the article you forwarded, yeah.
Is there more that wasn't in the article, or is that it? Do we
That's
know
the
if
ones that's the ones they're
they picked
focused
out?
on, and it's not exploitive.
That's
It
kind of
is
like when
artsy.
people were getting in
Doesn't
trouble for Facebook posts of their kids taking
Yeah, it wasn't
baths and
wasn't
stuff.
gratuitous or vulgar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is I know photographers a few years ago that got in trouble for doing newborn sessions
Yeah,
of a
I
naked
think we
baby
talked
that
about it
wasn't
some.
theirs. And it got to a point to where no one would post their newborn sessions online or on
Yeah.
social media because of like violating community standards or whatever because you have a newborn baby and the kids in this are like I don't know it looked like they were like 6, 7, 8 something like that.
Yeah, around there.
And one of them is just standing on a table with shoes on or something. It could have been a boy, it could have been a girl. It's genitalia is not being shown. There's nothing hanging out or anywhere. I don't know.
It's a lot like race baiting. Like pedophile baiting is big right now, and so is
And that's
race
what I
baiting,
think.
and so is the Nazi baiting now. Anytime, like
And so is censorship baiting.
right, it's
this
insane.
is huge censorship baiting. And one of the things I came across and read was that the whole exhibit needed to be taken down because of these photos that she posted in her part of it, and that the other artist had posted scenes of LGBTQ relations or whatever, paintings or photos or whatever, and that the whole thing needed to be taken down. And so I don't know. You said something about the curator. Like, the curator just let this happen? I'm like, you know how prestigious the Modern Art Museum of Fort Worth is? And what
I've
it's
been there.
considered? No. Like, where its standing is in the world, it's one of the most prestigious modern art museums in the world, period. To get in there, I mean, you have to be on top of your game. And the curators know everything that goes in and out of there. So it's not like it just slipped under someone's radar that these photos or paintings just made it into this exhibit.
Yeah, and I just made that statement based on the initial message without actually seeing the pictures.
And that's one of the things, like, well, there were several other comments that were like, well, where were the curators on this? And blah, 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 blah. Dude, first off, half the people commenting on this have probably never been to that museum. I mean, and
I love that museum.
I love it too.
Yeah.
I bet Tim O'Hare's
Especially on
never
mushrooms.
been
I
there.
saw Burning
unless he's
Hotels, and
gotta
this
go
will
there.
destroy you there.
I saw half.
I did too.
Yeah, that was a great show. That was awesome.
That's when
I wish they would bring shows back out on the water.
That's when I
no joke. That was so
great.
awesome.
That's when I smoked out the porta potty right in front of the cops and was like,
oh, I forgot about that.
and I
You were
thought,
like,
remember I got
I gotta get outta
paranoid.
here.
I was
I
like,
gotta
dude, they're
get
about
outta
to
here.
arrest me.
I got to get out of here.
I dumped my whole
Your
dugout.
supply.
Well, it was
Yeah.
just like a gram or two, but yeah.
But I don't give it. Like, Tim O'Hare's a dick. I'm just gonna say it straight up. There's nothing good about him. Everything, like, I've never seen anything good come out of this dude since he's been a judge in Tarrant County. Nothing.
I hope your case didn't go in front of him.
Well, fuck him. If it does, it does. I
What
mean, I'm
case?
not doing anything to have to go up in front of his case. If he wants to come after me for saying that he's a piece of shit on a podcast, then come after me. Whatever. I know we have people at the DA's office in downtown that listen to us and are probably buddy with him, and I don't know, play him these clips. I don't give a fuck. But I've never seen anything good come out of him. I have nothing to judge him on, but everything I see is bullshit, and that everybody says he's a piece of shit. He's only up there because we're a red town, and he's got the radical Christian right in his back pocket to put him in place, and now he's got this cult that is just, he's in their back pocket. So I don't know. It's just a bunch of bullshit.
I don't like the sounds of any of it. I love
I don't
Fort
like
Worth,
this
man.
censorship.
I love Fort Worth, and it's
No.
getting like there's a lot of stuff that I wish could get taken care of, but it keeps lagging on. It's like Fort Worth in my world was the shit, man. How many years have we said, man, I love being around Fort Worth and being from Arlington or Tarrant County and going to Fort Worth rather than going to Dallas any day of the week.
Yeah.
But man, in the last 2 or 3 years, shit has gotten wanky.
And in the last 6 months, there's been so many things that have
it's like
caused black eyes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Black eyes on
exactly.
this town, and it's all leadership problems. It's all leadership. And if,
I think
don't
it's all
understand
politicians in
Our
all
own
cities.
representative has been living in a fucking assisted living home for dementia
Oh, the
for 5 months.
talking about
for 6
a
months? Yeah,
what's
Kay
her name?
Granger.
Kay Granger?
Kay Granger. Yeah,
yeah.
that
but
was
it,
something that broke.
there's so many
between the
fucking
last time
weird
you were on.
black eyes. And
Used to-
it's like, you remember we used to look at Dallas and laugh at all the
Mhm.
weird shit that happened over there?
Yeah.
Now it's all happening here.
Dude, I
And
was
now
just
all
saying
the
that.
Dallas people are laughing at us.
Dude, I was just remember when we
Tables
did
have
that
turned.
slew of like
Yeah.
4 shows in Dallas, and when after like the third one, second or third one, I was like, man, things are picking up over here in Dallas. Like their new mayor and stuff, like what they got going on. Remember we drove by the was it City Hall, and there was a big like a festival going
Yeah,
on with
that
a
was
skate
weird.
rink.
Like,
I was like, what the hell, man? This is not the Dallas that we used to come play
no.
1 o'clock at night and.
No, and that's pretty smart to have a big giant event out in front of that
Yeah.
space in front of their city hall.
Just and
That's
also
pretty
their
cool.
art
In
thing,
front
like
of
they're doing a
OCP.
lot of cool art stuff that involves being outside and stuff, and it's all gone over pretty smooth. I'm impressed with what Dallas has done the last few years. Fort Worth, though, man, come on, let's get it together, politicians.
Yeah, it's
Government.
really fucking weird. Like, there's some weird shit going on. This story is just like, you even get on the Reddit about this
Oh,
story
yeah.
on the Fort Worth Reddit, and the shit that's being brought up about different things in Fort Worth and about this Tim O'Hare dude. It's really weird and scary, and it's, we kind of talked about this, a while back about how censorship is coming for everything.
Well, TikTok's going to be gone in 12 days unless the law's repealed or delayed.
But
I
that's not a
thought there was-
issue. That's
Well,
not a
it's a
censorship
freedom
issue.
of
why it's
speech
going on.
issue.
It's
Yeah.
not a freedom of speech issue. It's a Chinese government owns
It's a
this place.
security
Yeah, it's a
issue.
security issue. That's why it's going away.
Mm.
It has nothing to do with freedom of speech.
But aren't they? I thought that TikTok was like they were gonna say, well, you can stay in business here, but you got to sell to
An American company,
right?
yeah.
An American company, yeah.
Is
That's
is that
all
still trying to
business
happen?
doing. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
I kind of hope it
I
shuts
just
down.
man, TikTok blows.
TikTok does blow. I kind of hope it shuts down. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, I've already came up
Mm.
with my own plan B to shift to other platforms that I have
Oh yeah, I
for
forgot.
my
No,
own stuff.
TikTok's awesome.
You're going
I
to
forgot about
OnlyFans?
that.
Go to OnlyFans.
You should.
I
Skip
could,
could
but
be on
that
there.
would be weird and like out of the norm for the types of people.
But no, people are putting all
Yeah.
sorts of weird,
I know-
regular
I know this.
contact on OnlyFans.
I know this. That's not like
It's
sexual.
not just sexual
Yeah.
anymore.
Should I bust some real estate advertisements on there or
Oh.
a real estate podcast?
You could.
Hold on.
Sounds great, doesn't it?
No, we have an
Idea.
idea.
Hey, Paratheory. Is that a
Like,
band?
Light bulbs just took off.
Paratheory?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a podcast.
Oh, okay.
We love those guys.
Thanks for listening,
Yeah.
Thomas. When we've had them on, we've talked about ghost hunting.
We've had them on
Oh
several
yeah,
times.
those. Okay, I forgot the name of their show. That's right. One of the guys was just here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I was thinking it was Paranormal Theory, not just Paratheory.
But I'm still waiting for someone from the city, or like you said, Mercy Culture, reach out and want to set things straight and tell us how great they are,
Crickets, right?
how awesome they are. It's been, I think, for the
Crickets.
city, I've went. It's been about 4 weeks, a month. Mercy Culture's been 2 weeks, so no one's reached out yet to say how great they are and how awesome they are. This whole censorship thing at the museum has just made them look like even more assholes, but it's also scary to see how much control they have if that's actually the case. Now, devil's advocate, Oh, and this one thing I wanted to throw out there before I do devil's advocate is Sally Mann. These photos she even took, like, she has a huge photo exhibit she tours with. This is just a piece and part of it, but a lot of them have photos of her kids. And she, even before she put it all together for an exhibit, she went to the feds and asked them, would this be considered child pornography?
That's
if
not a
these were
good testimony
displayed?
right now, though. The feds in shambles.
Yeah, but they said it would be okay. But there was a New York prosecutor that was like, "You're on thin ice doing this because
So-
at any time it can be changed." But on the other side of it, maybe there's a bigger issue if people are going to an art museum to jack off.
All right, so
know?
you know what this sounds like to me? It's a concept that's been around that politicians and government officials have done since the beginning of time. He's just grandstanding. That's what this is.
He just wants his name in the news.
That's
again.
exactly right. He wants to
wants his
grandstand to
name.
conservatives and make all the MAGA crowd.
what I
like, Look
did."
what I'm doing. Like that's all this is. It's lip service. It's just like it's rampant in our government on both sides too. This is not just a Republican Party issue. This is not just this is Democrats and Republicans. This grandstanding bullshit is ridiculous. And the whole insurrection thing, like, look at what Democrats have. They've been grandstanding that thing for fucking 4 years now.
And I saw one of our close friends post something on it yesterday, and everything he posted about January 6th was wrong.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's because of the media.
And I was like, are you just posting fucking
Talking points.
Apple
Echo
News
chamber stuff.
stories that come up on your phone?
I know who you're talking about.
Because
Echo chambers.
everything you just said is completely wrong and
Right.
has been proven wrong in all the
Dude, there's still-
investigations.
There's still people that believe that Trump was in cahoots with Russia. There's like to this day, after all the disproving of it, and
Yeah.
all the shit that's gotten thrown out, like there's still people that believe that Trump has something to do with Russia.
Well, like, and it cracks me up, like, this person will throw up a story one day about what the DOJ investigated and how we need to believe what the DOJ did, and then the next day he posted this, and I'm like, did you look at the DOJ investigation into this? And if you want us to believe what you posted 2 days ago and it's for fact and that's iron statement, then you need to go look at what like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
It's
I just don't pay attention
It's
to him
because
anymore.
the reason why
Well,
people are so misinformed is because media or journalism is dead right
I
now.
also don't understand.
Mainstream journalism.
Yeah.
I don't know, also don't understand about yelling stuff like that into the echo chamber that is Facebook. Because no one cares. You're not going to change anybody's mind. You'll have a few friends that heart you, that like your
Heart you.
shit. That's it. I mean, it's just, it's more stressful just to go off and write up paragraph blogs about this story.
Yeah. What do you think
And
about Dana White getting involved?
Dana White.
With Meta?
I'd rather it be Vanna White.
Dana White.
Seen that Playboy. Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
I've
I seen
too.
that Playboy.
We've all seen
Anyway.
that Playboy.
Yeah, Meta's really like
Watching that Playboy.
eased off on their censorship policies recently too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how is that? You can post nudity now?
I don't know.
Are there still
I don't-
warnings
I
about
don't
our
think so.
podcast show on there? Like we're violent?
Apparently on Instagram you can post anything see-through.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like anything that has to do with breastfeeding. And it's no big deal. And it's just like, what? Weird.
I don't know, man. It's all going to hell in a handbasket, man.
My Instagram algorithm is
Oh, mine is too. Well,
What's your
I'm
Blue
taking
Sky
a break
algorithm?
right now, but
Just kidding.
I'm not on Blue Sky.
this is the
not
longest
either.
break I've taken from social media in probably 10 years.
Let's
I don't know
see.
And I
anybody
don't miss it at
personally that
all.
actually has a Blue Sky account.
Do you, Dustin?
Have a Blue Sky? No. I know what it was made for originally.
What, Blue Sky?
Yeah. So I'm not. Why would I go over there? It's like, why would I go get on? What was Trump's?
Truth Social.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Truth.
what was the other one? Ramble or whatever.
Rumble.
Why would I go get on those? I know what they originally made for, and then what
Rumble's
they
more
tried
of
to
a
change them into.
Video platform that's meant to like show stuff that you can't post on
Like-
YouTube.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Extreme White Ring.
Mhm.
Extreme Ringworm.
And some things to get around
Right,
copyright too.
Right Wingworm.
Yeah.
Like reposting of other people's songs with wrong lyrics
Okay.
because they're in a
phew.
foreign language.
My algorithm's getting back to normal. Nine Inch Nails
That's a rabbit hole.
Kevin
I need to
Smith.
introduce you guys to.
and all Formula One and drone shots. So there we go.
I wonder what mine's gonna do when I come back. If I come back, I'm having a good time.
I don't know.
not
I'm
being
all good,
involved in
and
it.
then you and Jeremy will send me something fucked up, and my algorithm will go shooting down.
that's
and then Marlon.
I'm not really participating in,
And then
in the
Marlon.
discussions though. I'm just grabbing images that have been sent to me most of the time on that. I don't do much of
Hunting
the
down.
Yeah, you remember when a few weeks ago you're like, just don't say anything anymore. You know,
Yeah.
Just observe.
Just observe.
That's what I've been
Just sit back.
voying.
That's
I've
what
been
I do.
voying,
Voy.
and there's only 2 platforms that I've been voying: X and Reddit right now. Which is funny. Remember when I quit
don't-
Reddit a few years ago?
I don't count Reddit as social media.
I don't
though.
really either because
Reddit's like a modern day Reader's Digest. That's what I see it as.
what?
Yeah, like anybody can post stories about anything.
It's like the old Dig.
I think it's
Did y'all
like
ever go to Dig?
yeah,
No,
it's
I don't remember
reminiscent
that.
of that.
Well, Dig was going around, then Reddit started, then everybody got
Good
pissed at
mudbang
Reddit.
zone.
Then all the Dig
Mudbang.
users
Boom, boom, dee, boom, boom, dee.
end up going to Reddit, but I don't even know if is Dig.com still around. DIGG.
I haven't seen that in forever.
Oh, it came up.
I can
Someone else
tell you
bought it.
though, my life has gotten a lot better since I use social media for real estate purposes and business purposes, pretty much exclusively. Other than that, I don't really participate anymore, and I have really enjoyed it. Like I do more guitar, like I write more stuff. I'm just more productive. I know we have to as a podcast show, we have to a little bit participate in social media.
We
But
just have to
man,
have
just
it,
take if you take a break and do some examination, some self-examination, and look at yourself a little bit after a few weeks of being off of it, you really do. It's like a burden gets lifted off your shoulders.
And then art shows up at the. Then child pornography shows up at the.
And then
algorithm.
child porn shows up.
My devil's advocate that I never got to on that
Yeah, what is
is that I don't know. It's just weird to show stuff like that. I think I don't know. I see you're an artist. I see you're a photographer. I get it. But that, I mean, do you really got to show off your naked kids? I mean, come on. Do you think that's the right thing to do?
It's like you
It's
know
like,
what I
it's
saw.
like really weird.
It's funny because I agree with you. By the way,
As a
I don't-
photographer that
it's-
has shot a lot of nudes in the past
Mhm.
of people, I've never shared any of them.
I don't think there's anything to
Most of them are mine. Of me.
when people were
Selfies.
taking pictures of their kids' first bath and all that.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it. I think it's pretty stupid to do, but I do think it's probably innocent that they've done it. The
like the
problem is-
Ann Getty style, where there's like a naked baby sitting in a flower or
Right.
something like that, or a basket. Totally fine. There's nothing sexual about that at all.
Yeah.
It's just like they're laying on their head or whatever, and all bent over and wrinkled, a weird wrinkled newborn baby.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So disgusting, man.
It is weird.
Just called fat ass.
Whoa.
Why would you yell fat ass at a baby?
Why would you punch a baby?
Dude, that's your callback. You don't recognize it?
I do, but I wouldn't yell fat ass at a baby.
Why
That's
would you
not
punch
nice.
a baby?
You're already like making their life terrible, and they were just born.
You're making them want to
You're
go back
scarring
in the
them.
womb.
They want back in. Why would you scar a baby at
Oh
such
yeah,
a young
look who's
age?
talking. Put me back in. Put me back in.
Yeah, could that movie be made these days?
There are so many movies that couldn't. I mean, that's almost a beat down discussion at this point.
Yes,
It's
but
like
look who's talking and look who's talking too.
Too. Yeah.
How many times you see that movie thinking it was funny?
The first one,
Yeah,
tons. When
because I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And now, does it hold up?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know. I miss Bob Saget though.
Bob
That son
Saget
of a
wasn't in
bitch.
Look Who's Talking.
I'm pretty sure he was, wasn't he?
Bruce
Oh no, that's
Willis?
3
That's
Men and a
Bruce-
Baby. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of 3 Men and a Baby.
That was Steve Gutenberg, Ted Danson, and Tom Selleck, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was Bob Saget.
No, Bob Saget was.
He was
only
on
in
Full House.
No, Bob Saget did one of those movies. I'm pretty sure. It wasn't Look Who's Talking.
Was it
I
Look
don't
Who's
think-
Talking
I
too?
don't-
Did he
I
do it?
don't know. Maybe I don't. It's. You know what? Screw it.
Bob Saget.
I'm getting back on the hooch.
Rest in peace.
You hop on you got the Paramount, the old streaming Paramount thing. You have that?
I do. Yeah.
You can go watch all the roast, and Bob Saget one's on there. It's pretty gold.
His stand-up was pretty raunchy before he got on Full House and became all wholesome.
Was pretty raunchy. It still is.
Yeah.
Did you ever see him on Entourage?
No.
He's just
Yeah.
smoking blow or snorting blow.
I have
and
that
banging
entire
hookers.
series
Freaking
on
Half-Baked when he's
DVD, and I've
like,
never watched it.
You
Why
ever
not?
suck
It's great.
dick for crack? When he's going up there saying how bad his marijuana addiction is,
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
Shameless. He was on there.
That was the
Oh,
thing
was
that
he?
was funny is when people thought he was such a sweet man because of
Yeah.
Full House, and then they'd see his stand up and be like, oh.
Whoa.
Tim Allen was pretty raunchy too when he was on the stand-up circuit before Home
Yeah,
Improvement.
Tim Allen was bad. So was the other guy, that Titus guy, Christopher Titus.
Christopher
yeah.
Titus? Oh, I loved his fucking show, man.
His show was funny, but yeah, he was
It
pretty
was only
raunchy.
on
Where
like
the
2
hell
seasons.
did I get any of that? Look who's talking or 3 Minute a Babe. It's not even close.
Yeah, I don't see him on any of this. Half Baked.
Like, who would I confuse him with?
John Travolta, maybe? Because he was in Look Who's Talking.
Titus, Titus was me. Tim Allen was dark. Oh shit! All right, one more thing.
Okay.
Because we are still surrounded by snow, falling.
Yeah, I sent a text
On the
to
ground.
some folks and asked, but I guess they've gone to bed or are dodging me.
Probably dodging you.
Okay.
I wouldn't blame him.
Did you see my text I just sent during the show while you were doing
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I did. That shit's hilarious, man.
I think that's.
It's my ex-brother-in-law, which is always going to be my brother-in-law, sent that over.
I think that's
from
going to be the
Colorado.
show.
It's fucking
The
hilarious.
title card. That's pretty awesome. All right. Good God, what is this?
Elon Musk.
God, Archie was 48 and Edith was 44 in this photo.
I thought they were at least in their 50s.
God, glad
Yeah.
my jeans
How
look
come?
Sherman.
How come kids looked old, like old men back in the day too? It's like
Well, they were-
everybody looked old back in the day.
did things hard?
Harder living. Yeah.
All right.
Living
Drink whiskey.
conditions.
So you're a real estate guy.
Yes.
Did you see the story that came out today of the most expensive piece of real estate in Fort Worth?
No, because I was at a funeral that lasted 9 hours.
Oh yeah, that's right. Listening to Pitbull.
Listen to Pitbull and Eminem over and over. We did get the extended
Why is it
freestyle
everything-
edited version.
Okay, why is it everything the Catholics do has to be so fucking long?
I don't know,
Why
man.
they got to go on forever and ever and ever? Like Sunday Mass is like 12 hours, right? It's all day.
I don't know.
Christmas
I don't think
Eve
so.
Mass is forever.
I don't
My
think
mom
that
grew up Catholic. I'd have to ask her.
we'll do it.
Was she
Send
ever
her a
touched?
text.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
Was
Dustin.
she ever touched?
No.
By the grace of God.
Now, possibly, but I
You
don't
know
know. I'm
what's
not going to
funny?
ask my mom those
It's-
kind of
it's-
details. That's
You know what's
dark.
crazy is I can't help but think that when I see a priest, is that guy probably a diddler?
or an Uncle Touchy, as you said.
Yeah, yeah.
Before her man, did she beg her please on her back her knees? It's his birthday today, right?
I don't think so.
No, it's tomorrow, January 8th.
Beggar, please.
Would have been Peter Steele's
Oh, that's
Oh.
right.
birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would have been
Ooh.
62.
We should have had him
No,
call in,
63.
man. I think he's still pissed because we never have Jesse on anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't
He
know
only
what
calls
you
in when
guys
Jesse
should-
Fry comes on.
You guys
I
should.
don't know. You called him from
Brooklyn?
no. You called him from the phone line here with Susie's help.
Oh, did we call her again?
Yeah,
one
I
time?
actually know you called Charlie Watts, and Peter was in purgatory along with him.
Yeah, Peter hopped on the phone. That's right.
They're
Yeah, it's like-
partying.
Hello.
You guys, we're partying.
So anyway, in Fort Worth, over in the
Can I take a guess?
River Hills neighborhood.
Oh, Rivoy.
Do you know where that's at?
Yes.
Over
and
there off
let me-
it's off the Jism Trail.
Oh,
It is off the Chisholm Trail.
It's right off the Jism Trail.
I thought
I'm gonna say 37 million.
I thought Gateway Park
Oh.
was known as the
Too
Chisholm
high?
Trail now,
Way too high. This ain't California.
17 million.
because that's where you go to have
There
butt
you go.
sex.
17 on the dot. $17 million. for a 4-bedroom, 6.5 bath mansion.
How many?
Um,
How much square footage does it say?
I'm trying to find that here. It doesn't say in. Does it say? Doesn't say in this article here. It's at 3736 Avemore Drive. It says it's got a 1,200 bottle hidden wine cellar, theater, and workout room. A heated pool with an infinity waterfall by the fire pit. The pool looks badass. I'm not gonna lie. It looks really neat.
What are you? Is this on the interwebs?
Yeah, it's on the interwebs. I'll send you the link because I don't want anybody stealing my sources.
We're headed for a war, aren't we?
With who?
A civil war.
A
I don't need
morning
your civil
show
war.
guy.
Feed the rich while they bury the poor.
But yeah, the home is. It looks pretty ridiculous. The pictures are awesome, but I did not see anything about the square footage.
I can look that up if it's still on. Is it been
The
sold,
kitchen-
or is it just on the market right now? Because if it's on the market, I can look it up.
After
Actually, I can look it
you
up if
say
it's been
this-
sold.
I
too.
think it just says
Breaking
the
news.
people own it. Oh no, it is listed by Tracy Tudor.
Yeah, I can look that up.
Yeah, it's listed. But the kitchen
Tudor.
is so modern and badass and cool that I want it. The house looks badass. A lot of people are like, "Nah, that's not my style," but it's my style.
My style is land. I don't give a. The house is that's cool, but I
Would
want
that
some
make you a land
land.
man?
I want some land too.
Huge tracts of land. We have a breaking news bulletin in the chat.
Uh oh. Pouring glory. Oh yeah. I went to hit this at the top of the show because we're losing a lot of things. We're losing Andy's and Denton.
They're
That was the
closing
one that
for
hit
good.
hard. Andy's is closing.
I know Andy actually sold it off to somebody else a while back.
February 22nd is the last night at Andy's, I think.
You know, last time I talked to him, he was out in the middle of the ocean
All of us
getting
played
some
that
kind
place.
of reception. Like he was on a
Starlink.
catamaran. No, this was well before Starlink was
Oh.
up, but
Oh,
So yeah, you got Andy's closing, which all of us spent plenty of time on that stage
yeah.
doing what we love. And then the other announcement today was Pouring Glory is closing its doors today for good.
this is like the
They're
6th
done.
time, right?
Yeah.
That this has come out.
I don't know if anyone's going to raise any money to open them back up today. I think everybody's kind of done with all that
The shenanigans?
rigmarole and shenanigans that was going on with that.
Yeah, I don't know. Andrew really tried to. He really did his best to, promote them especially
drink
after
all their
they
beer?
temporarily stopped.
When's he gonna stop drinking White Claws?
Andrew,
You're on his show. Why don't you ask him tomorrow? You're tired of him asking you questions?
I
You
should
need to
start-
reverse it and
I
start
should.
asking him questions.
should.
You need to, when you get on there tomorrow,
Sponsored by White Claw.
you need to ask him right off the bat.
You didn't ever stop drinking that shit?
That, and then the second one is, why'd you let Pouring Glory close?
Yeah.
Just like blame it on him.
What are you talking about, man?
Um,
You couldn't drink a little more and keep them open?
Yeah. So yeah, they shut down, which I was gonna say it kind of worries that area. Kind of worries me when you got news like that because Pouring Glory was a good place to eat and then walk over to Cicada.
Yeah.
You know the Voodoo closed right across the street from Cicada.
Already?
Yeah.
That was quick.
Oh, they fucked that place up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was.
That was a craft beer joint, wasn't it?
Well,
Like
it's
they had
that
a wall, tap of
nationwide
walls?
chain.
Oh, they were Nation?
That Voodoo Brewing is nationwide, so they have restaurants everywhere.
I didn't know that.
But they have a huge one over by that IKEA we were talking about earlier in Grand Prairie. But I had to go get my truck worked on at work, and their main cook is also our fleet guy,
Oh, really?
and it was his brother's place, and talked to him about it a little bit. Yeah, some interesting stories about
Did
that.
they make it out of the first year?
No, it wasn't. Even, it didn't make it. It didn't make it a full year.
Man,
So
tough out there for bars and restaurants and clubs and venues. It's just,
But I worry about Cicada. But then I remember that Bricks is right behind them, which is awesome.
I still
Yeah.
gotta eat some barbecue.
Love
there,
me some
man.
Bricks.
Dude, their brisket sandwich was fucking great.
And then you got Down and Out around the corner. A lot of people like traveling back and forth between there and Down and Out, kind of like we do.
Y'all want to meet
And it's
for
good.
lunch tomorrow? Have a band meeting at Bricks?
Possibly depends on the weather. Oh, I gotta be
Oh, damn it. I
I'm out
forgot about
Lake
the
Worth.
weather.
I'm out in Lake Worth. I'm working on 199. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
we're on red alert. We're on high red alert. Is what we're on.
Another carpet bombing?
I meant to plug in the phone to call
Call it in? Call the strike?
Commander Nelson out there at Carswell, JRB, and let him know that he needed to go ahead and load them up and have them on the alert 5. We're ready to go. Because I worked on 199 today.
Did you almost get killed?
I mean, they're doing a lot of great work out there to make that a nice highway that's going to go all the way to Azle. But right now,
it's a mess
At
again.
one time, wasn't it the deadliest highway in America?
Yep.
Or stretch of
was.
highway?
Now it's like 114 is up there and
I wouldn't
past
doubt
the
it, man.
racetrack.
Wasn't
It's
as
like in
scary as
Justin.
driving down the road through Mosier Valley, though. That was,
Mosier Valley?
yeah, in Euless.
I don't think that's
Well,
ever
that's
been
not a
on top of
highway.
the.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a-
because they've torn it up.
it's Trinity.
They've torn it down now.
But
So,
the road.
199 was the most dangerous highway in America, and they're doing a good job building it. It's just that I had to work on Surfside today, but I had to drive all the way up to Confederate Parkway, come back
Yeah.
down because there's no way to cross. It's a construction nightmare right now.
it is all over DFW, man.
And I was ready to call the
Call it-
base and be like, I know I'm working danger close. Just open the
By the
payload
way,
doors.
By the way,
Deliver the payload.
Yeah,
I got
do it.
something to say. One more thing about Landman, and it ties into what you're talking about. I think Taylor might be onto something about the border. Like, let the military test out there. Let
No,
'em
that's
drill.
a great
Let 'em
idea.
run drills, man.
Yeah,
let them
let
run
'em
drills. You want the cartel to stop just bringing in drugs left and right?
Well, they already do Jade Helm at the Walmart in McAllen.
Oh, that's what?
They do, yeah.
Yeah.
They do
And that's
what?
kind of drills
Jade Helm. It was the military drills that they.
that everybody freaked out.
Yeah.
Like, this was the military's going to take over Texas. No, they're not. Shut the fuck up.
Do you know how hard that would be for the military to do to take over Texas?
Yeah.
That's the thing when people say knucklehead stuff like our military will wipe you. Man, ask anybody that serves. They do not want to be getting shot at by citizens of the United States of America because bullets. It'd be like just nothing but constant.
And
bullets.
most of them wouldn't show up anyway because they'd want to go defend their families.
The thing, yeah. The thing that's
I mean,
funny
it's
too.
like-
There's that, and there's also the thing of the only way that it would be taken care of would be an airstrike because if it's combat, the military's screwed.
Now, I do want to
Like,
say,
hand to hand and infantry.
on to what you were just saying about Sheridan and
The idea.
The idea. I have no problem
Mm-mm.
with a bunch of A10s just cruising along.
You want to get rid of fentanyl? Yeah,
Uh,
belt guns. and
Aton
stuff.
Thunderbolt 2s.
You hear like some guys that are across the border and they're like cruising across, and all of a sudden they hear. I'd shit my pants.
That was the most genius part of that episode. Was like, man, he is onto something. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah,
Just let our military train from Texas all the way to California.
and not worry about getting in trouble for it. Like that guy was called up. You know that I've just committed so many felonies. Blah 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 blah. Who cares? Just they're all drug dealers. What?
yeah.
Yeah, but I have no problem with having a few A10s just fly along our border.
Get the warthog back out. Haven't they
That's
retired that?
Nope.
It's still being used.
There's no
You-
reason.
that-
That
do
plane
you
is
guys-
greatness.
When I was on Instagram, did you follow that guy that owned one? He was always posting on his Instagram feed. That was his feed. Was his A10 that he bought? He bought a retired one, and just flies it around.
Really?
Yeah, looks awesome too. Like all his video. Look, just tonight before you spank, to women breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Check out that. Look for it, and if you find him, you'll know because he posts videos like every other day, and it looks so fun.
But he doesn't have the gun on it, right?
I think there is something mounted, but I don't know if he's got artillery
Because if
and
he
stuff,
doesn't
live
have
artillery.
he wouldn't have live artillery. Maybe he has something mounted,
Yeah.
but they would have taken the gun completely out because that airplane was built around the gun.
Mhm.
Like they had the gun
Yep, and
existed.
G.I.
They're
Joe.
like,
That's
we need
true.
to make this fly.
Yeah. It's a
So,
flying
we gotta
tank
build-
or
yeah.
a flying.
It's a tank killer. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
So-
flying, there's bombs on it too, right? And there are a
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
of bombs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. They have,
I
The
told you
payloads?
about me being a kid at Air Show Waco, right?
Yeah.
During the demo day
Yeah.
when we were there for the A-10 demo, and my dad was shooting it. My uncle was shooting it. They were all set up and everything, and then we didn't know it was going to be a live ammo demonstration. And
Yeah,
it
you didn't
came
have your
along, and
earplugs.
and just saw this. They had this like wood fortress and bridge
Just
set
turned to
up,
toothpicks.
and it just ate the whole. And I was like, as a little kid, I was like 9 or 10, something like that. I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And then they had that one going back and forth because it was a demo for the military. It wasn't the air show wasn't until this was like on Thursday or Friday, and the air show went until Saturday, Sunday. So they do demos before the actual air show for foreign dignitaries and shit. And they were showing it off, and then they had a little tank sitting out there, an old tank in a school bus and shit, and it ripped that school bus in half. And then they showed the tank down there, and it says it was something about how to throw off the vehicles on the ground that are trying to attack or shoot down the A-10s. Well, when you have two of them, and that's when the second one came in from out of nowhere, came over the trees, and it was like they were showing how they work in tandem to hit the target. They were hitting the target like every 15 seconds. It was ridiculous.
Did Sergeant Slaughter tip his hat to you when you flew by?
He did. Wasn't that based on Jesse Ventura?
I think so. Sergeant Slaughter?
Yeah, wasn't he?
'Cause
no,
he was wrestling then.
Wasn't I thought one
I just
of them
remember the
was based
sweet.
off
I just
Jesse
remember the
Ventura.
sweet sunglasses and the cowboy hat.
Or maybe Jesse Ventura based his
On
life
him,
off
yeah.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Probably more likely.
dude. Sergeant
Yeah.
Slaughter never
Yeah, it
even
was
served in the
awesome.
military. He's a pacifist.
G.I. Joe, the real American
Yeah, they did write him in the
hero.
G.I. Joe comic, not comic book, but the cartoon. Yeah,
Remember that suck ass movie that came out? They tried to redo the G.I. Joe.
Snake
Ah,
Eyes.
man, they could have done
That's Ray
that so
Park.
good.
Oh yeah, Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Although Snake Eyes was the Nicolas Cage movie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Snake Eyes
Wasn't
from the
it?
G.I. Joe movie.
You're thinking of Face Off.
No, that was a Nicolas Cage movie too.
So was Mandy. Mandy's a fucking weird ass movie.
That's his wife.
No, I'm not talking about his wife. I'm talking about the movie that Nicolas Cage starred in and directed called Mandy.
You know what? I'm retiring.
What's the one where he's that just came out? That is supposed to be all creepy, where he lives in the basement of that house.
I thought Mandy was a horror flick about some girl named Mandy.
Well, it's really a revenge movie.
Is
A
that the
what?
one
A
where he
revenge?
lives under the
Yeah,
house?
revenge movie.
Where he lives in the basement?
There's a hole under the crawl above the
There's
crawl
a
space
hole
where
in
he
my
puts his dong.
heart and it
No, there's nothing like that.
Glory hole?
In Mandy, Nick Cage plays
Glory
a
holes.
lumber worker in his.
Thomas, have you ever been to a glory hole?
No, why would I want to?
Have you ever seen one? You ever been to Home Depot?
I got a buddy that
Hey,
had a pretty interesting
the fuck? This
situation
isn't supposed to
happen to
be
him
up.
at the log cabin back on when it Business 287. Remember that?
I remember
Dustin?
the old log cabin. That's where you
It-
used to get good films.
Dude, I had a buddy that had a something tricky that happened in one of them peep rooms. It scarred
Yuck.
him for like 10 years too.
When I was working in Wichita Falls, I had to go up there for like 6 months of work. Me and the two of the other guys that were there, we were cruising around one night, and we thought this place was a dance club. Like it was one of
Yeah.
those, like it was some weird
9
name
acres.
that made you think like, oh, this is like a
Might have
dance
some
club or
dancers
something.
or
Like
something.
like this is where, and there were a bunch of cars around it and everything, and people were walking out. And I'm not talking like just guys walking in and out. It was guys and girls and everything walking in and out of it and stuff. I'm like, oh, I was like, maybe it's a dance club, maybe it's a bar or whatever.
Right.
Walk in there, it's full blown spank theater, like
Mm-hmm.
with the different like hard like seats and everything and big screens and
Like a theater?
theater.
Oh my
spank
gosh.
theater.
Shit.
Like there
Well,
were
log
couples
cabin-
in there and all sorts
Dude,
of shit.
I probably took at least 5 girls into log cabin with me, and was probably so
kill 'em?
dangerous back then. You know,
Oh yeah,
that had to be dangerous.
log cabin was.
But they wanted to
weird.
go. They
I
were
don't
like, I
remember
never, I
that.
don't know. I want to go check it out. I'm like, all right.
Well, it
You
was
said that was
right there
nasal,
off the
too?
highway.
Is that shady? Like it's
Mansfield
always,
Highway?
I don't know
and
how
820.
it is, what it's like now, but there's a
It's not
Priscilla's.
there
right-
anymore.
They cleaned it up.
Dreamers is now across the street.
Dreamers.
Is across the street. They moved it like years and years and years ago. But there's a QT on the corner. Like that whole corner is cleaned up now.
Yeah.
But it was like right where that QT is.
Yeah.
Is where the log cabin was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was porn corner.
Especially for
All
high
the theaters,
schoolers.
Yeah. Once threw a bowling ball off that bridge in another car. I can't go to jail, right, for stuff.
I hope this.
I think the statute of limitations.
Statute of
is
limitations
ended.
gone. Long Legs. That's the one I was thinking of. That's that new movie Nicolas Cage is in.
Long legs.
Yeah, it's supposed to be creepy, like he lives under some lady's house, some girl's house,
Like in a crawl space.
something like that. Anyway, like the preview. God, he did 3 movies last year. The preview is supposed to.
Is he still doing the cussing
creep
show?
out. That was funny.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, the history of curse words. Yeah.
He would be a great target.
Did you ever see the Unbearable Weight and Massive Talent?
That's on Netflix
I
now. I
think
want to
so.
watch it
So awesome.
with him and Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, it's so great.
Make your own kind of music.
When they get high together, it's pretty great. It's pretty awesome.
You think Nicolas Cage has had a few mushrooms, a few fungi?
Yeah. You know, he bought that house that was in New Orleans,
Mhm. Yeah.
and it's up for sale.
I'm not lying
Oh.
about my story about calling him for collections at Honda Finance.
Was it because of that house?
I remember that story.
No, it's because of he had one of those Acura those ones that everybody wanted for a while, the rich people, the
NSX,
right? And
the one that
apparently, he seems like the type of guy when you hear him talk and everything, he just lost track of it and didn't know where it was at or didn't know that he needed to be making payments. And so I was like, this can't be. Am I really calling Nicolas Cage? I asked the team lead. Like, oh yeah, everybody in here's called him at least once. You won't get him. You'll get his agent or something like that.
So did it actually show up on your screen, Coppola, Nicholas?
I can't. I'm pretty sure it was under Nicolas Cage, and
Oh, okay.
maybe I don't know.
Not
Maybe
as Nicholas Coppola. Yeah.
I don't know if that was on there or not. I can't remember, but it was him. And sure enough, the phone number went straight to some agent out in L.A.
Huh.
And I was like, back then I was like, you don't pay your bills, Nicholas. But now
Did you
looking
tell him,
back, he
if you
probably
don't
just fucking forgot. And
if you don't pay your fucking bills, you're gonna get the bees.
Not the bees!
Not the bees! Not the bees!
Perfect.
All right, we're out of here. That was fun. Next week, we got one more, and then
Party.
Then I'm
we're
off,
in
Pizza
sunny
party.
California.
and I got a week off.
Pizza party.
JJTM in California with Milo. Maybe we'll get to see Milo again.
Maybe you'll get to see Doug Pinnick and King's X. again.
Hello, my name's Milo, and welcome.
Is
We
he
had
hanging
that
out with
intro
us?
for a while. He was at that restaurant. Hello, my name is Milo.
Didn't he just get in a fight with
the-
some
Jerry
some-
Jonestown.
Hold journalist or something?
Who, Milo?
I don't.
You're talking about Milo, the gay Republican activist,
No,
that-
hold on.
the cokehead?
Oh, Milo Yiannopoulos or whatever
Yeah.
his name was. I didn't think that's who Dustin was talking
Or maybe
about.
this
just now.
is Lilo. Maybe that was his name, Lilo.
Lilo.
I don't know.
Lilo?
Lilo and Stitch.
I am.
I'm going home.
I'm coming from. Hello, my name is Lilo, and you are listening to Jerry Jonestown.
Oh yeah,
The Massacre on KASS AM12
Red Pants.
Milo. Red Pants. Hello, my name is Lilo.
Stopping the stream now. Good night, chat.
Go